Sweet.
Go ahead.
Welcome on in to Nate at the Foul Pole. Today we are doing our first live stream of an Orioles game. It is the 26th, and the Orioles are facing off against the Red Sox. We're seeing Ryan Weber versus Wade LeBlanc today. So we're excited. We're going to do some live commentary. Should be pretty good.
Yeah, looking forward to it. This is the first time we're doing this season. Hope to do some more. If you're listening and you want to join in, we're definitely open to letting you in on the broadcast. Just trying to hear the fans' opinion and the fans' perspective from things. So,
yeah. So I'm gonna run down the Orioles lineup real quick. We've got Austin Hayes leading off, and then Anthony Santander batting second, Jose Iglesias batting third, Rio Ruiz batting fourth, Hanser Alberto batting fifth, Chris Davis batting sixth, Renato Nunez batting seventh, Chance Sisco batting eighth, and DJ Stewart batting ninth. And the Red Sox line up as Jose Peraza batting first, JD Martinez batting second, Rafael Devers batting third, Xander Bogaerts batting fourth, Kevin Pillar batting fifth, Christian Vasquez batting sixth, Alex Verdugo batting seventh, Michael Chavis batting eighth, and Jackie Bradley Jr. rounding it out batting ninth. So, Matt, predictions for today's game?
Well, Wade LeBlanc on the bump. We saw a really good outing from Alex Cobb yesterday. Not so great outing overall from Tommy Milone in the first game. So, I think Wade LeBlanc is pretty solid. No, not at all. I think LeBlanc's pretty solid, and I think they'll. I don't know. I don't know if they'll win today, but I think they'll hold the Red Sox lineup to a lower score at least.
Even though it doesn't matter, I still want to win every game. And, I obviously want Kumar Rocker, but I'm still in the camp that I want to win as many games as possible. I enjoy seeing us win. I very much enjoyed seeing us win yesterday. So Ryan Weber's warming up right now, and this game should be underway in a few seconds here. And the first pitch is in there at Austin Hayes for a strike at 87 miles per hour. So Austin Hayes, 2 hits yesterday, looked pretty good. Hit the ball hard multiple times. What'd you think got him?
Fouled it off. No, he looked good. He was making hard contact. I think even in the opening game, he kind of had some unlucky, outs. So he's looking good for the first 2 games at least.
You're a little bit ahead of me, Matt. Your stream's a little bit ahead of mine. That's okay. All right.
No problem. No spoilers.
Yeah, he does look good. He's hitting the ball hard. First ball he saw of the season, he drove to the warning track. So Kevin Pillar made a nice catch on that. So he's looking pretty good. Hopefully he can show what he did last September as the third pitch is in, fouls it off again. Ryan Weber, it's got a report on him. Not that great of a pitcher. Just he's had a ERA over 5 the last year.
Does he pitch for the Red Sox?
ERA plus way under 100. He does.
Well, then there's your answer.
There you go. Red Sox don't have much.
Nope.
And Austin Hayes takes ball 1. This is a Red Sox rotation that's really not what it used to be. Without Chris Sale, without Eduardo Rodriguez. These are guys that really haven't started a lot of games. Evaldi kind of works more as a reliever. And today, Ryan Weber only started 3 games last year. Austin Hayes takes ball 2.
Got a 2-2 count with no down.
Yep. Yeah, hey, I'm looking for Hayes to, keep driving the ball, keep hitting the ball hard. Pretty much what he's done so far this year, and he's looked good. And he's going to bloop on to center field, and that's going to be caught by Benintendi. That's Verdugo. I'm sorry, that's Verdugo. All right, so 1 gone here in the top of the first.
With the Red Sox defense, they got Verdugo, Bradley Jr., Pillar in the outfield,
and
Devers,
Santander
Bogaerts,
coming up.
Peraza in the infield.
Couldn't hear you there, Matt.
Can you hear me? There goes Zach. Santander drives it to deep center field, gets caught on the run by Jackie Bradley Jr. Okay. 2 quick outs for the Orioles. Kind of a different lineup from Brandon Hyde today. Renato Nunez, who was normally in the cleanup role, is now batting 7th. It's kind of a different take from Hyde.
Apologize, Matt.
It's all good.
I had to fix my Wi-Fi. I couldn't hear you, so I'm back.
Okay.
Jose Iglesias at the plate now, 0-1 count.
Yep.
And that's in there for a strike, 0-2. Weber's looking pretty good so far. Long fly out for Santander, but he's looking pretty solid, throwing strikes.
Yeah. Got some comments coming in here. Justin says, who else is watching?
We were watching.
We got Jordan Katz in here saying Hanser batting 450. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hanser the answer.
Yeah, he's gonna have a great year. I mean, I think that a lot of people predicted him to be Orioles MVP just because he's a hit machine, and as Mike Bordick would say, he's the hit man. So if you want to be Mike Bordick, you can call him that. He hits every lefty he can find. Hanser's gonna get a hit off him.
Yep.
And we're gonna get a base hit. First base hit. Yeah, Iglesias singles into right field. There we go.
He's another guy who makes a lot of contact.
Swinging the bat well, honestly. Like, he has been swinging the bat so well. I mean, I want to see a little more power out of him. 11 home runs last year, but I definitely want to see a little more power. But that's just a nice swing, down and away, just pokes it to right field. That's what he's been kind of doing this whole year so far, just putting base hits.
Had a sprint to first base there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Red Sox have been they've been making some great throws. I mean, especially for Dugo, I saw really has a great arm. Pilar obviously does too. So the Red Sox, you don't want to run on them at all. And we got Rio Ruiz to the plate, batting in the 4 hole. That's something I'm not too excited about.
It's gone.
Oh, there you go. You're ahead of me, Matt. And that is a 2-run home run for Rio Ruiz. All right. Well, I was about to take Rio Ruiz as my Dong City candidate with Eric from Barstool. I was gonna put Rio Ruiz down today, but it's a 2-run home run. Orioles out on top again for the first time or second time now in this series. The Orioles are out ahead.
Yeah, it's a nice stroke from Rio, who's shown a lot of power on this young season. And I question putting him in the 4 hole, but it's working out so far. And I got a bunt attempt here. And he was off the bag. So it looks like Hanser Alberto is safe at first base with 2 down. Looks like we got Zach coming back here.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is not cooperating today, unfortunately, but maybe in and out a few times.
It's all good.
Yeah, so a little bunt laid down by Hanser there. That was they've been bunting a lot. I like that. I saw Hayes laid down a few bunts in the intra squads, and there's one from Hanser. He almost beat that out. Probably a little bit faster guy beats that out, 100%. And he actually came off the base. My stream's a little bit behind yours, Matt.
It's okay.
Actually came off the base, and he's gonna reach. So still 2 outs, and we've got the 6 hitter Chris Davis coming up here, and
come on.
He might beat this one out. And he doesn't. He's thrown out. So Orioles go into the bottom of the first, leading 2-0.
Yep, good first inning. They had 2 quick outs and then got a man on and made things happen. So
hit the ball hard.
Good to see getting some early run support for Wade LeBlanc.
Matt, can you take Rio seriously with his hair? I don't know if I can.
Oh, I think it's phenomenal. I think that lettuce.
It's him and Hunter Harvey are really trying to make this Orioles team the best hair team of any team.
Many people are saying that his hair gives him his power.
I'm going to attribute that to his new swing. They said he's a new
I don't
swing.
think that has anything to do with it at all.
Nah, maybe not. I don't know.
I think it's all
maybe
the hair.
Not.
Well, good first inning.
Yeah, we got Renato Nunez will lead off the top of the second, but let's see what Wade LeBlanc can do. What do you think about Wade LeBlanc? We saw him in spring training, obviously. He was okay.
I
wouldn't say he's going to light it up, but he was okay.
Yeah, I mean he's bounced around. He was with Seattle. He's with Pittsburgh. Good lefty. Yep. Good to have a lefty in the rotation. Other than John Means. So I'm not like you. I'm not expecting big things, but if he can be serviceable, I think that's what you want.
Yeah, I call him under the radar. You know, he wasn't bad at all for Seattle last year, and you know that's not an easy place to pitch. Of course, in the AL, it's never easy. So I'm looking for him to be okay. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be the ace of the team at all, but I mean, if he can just put a few innings up, if he can give us 5 a night, I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, that would be huge. I mean, especially you don't want to tax this bullpen this early in the season, as we saw in Game 1. So I think
that's big. Yeah, and this Red Sox lineup today, it's pretty full of starters. I don't see too many guys that wouldn't usually be starting, except maybe Kevin Pillar is in and out of the lineup a little bit. But this is a good lineup for them. Jose Peraza is a guy that I really like. He looks really good so far this year. And even Jackie Bradley Jr. has been tearing up the Orioles so far. So this lineup has done some damage against us, but held them to 2 runs yesterday.
Get the first pitch in there for a
Matt, you muted yourself there.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking to somebody else.
Okay. Yep, first pitch in there for a strike.
Might help the lighting a little bit.
Okay.
Perfect.
And a foul ball off the bat of Peraza. Peraza is coming in with a 444 batting average and a 1,111 OPS, so he is hitting the ball very well.
Got some contact here. That'll be taken care of by Austin Hayes.
Yep, no doubt. So graceful. He's so graceful. Greatest center fielder I've ever seen. And JD Martinez comes to the plate, and this is a guy that has been killing the Orioles in this series so far. We can't get him out. We literally can't get him out. So I'm just expecting more of the same.
For fantasy purposes, I'm thrilled with his performance so far. He's carrying my team.
Here's the question, Matt. Is JD Martinez to the Orioles like Gleyber Torres was to the Orioles last year? Is that going to be this year's Gleyber Torres?
I haven't seen 13 home runs yet or even one, so I'm going to say no. But it could be coming.
He's hit us pretty well. That's a nice pitch right there on the outside corner by LeBlanc. I like to see the Orioles so far have been working in and outside of the plate. I mean, that's been really where I think the improvement has been so far for the Orioles pitching-wise, just not throwing many pitches over the plate, and that's what they need to do to get outs.
So got a 1-1 count on JD Martinez with one down.
Yeah, we're hitting about 87 right now on the gun, and that's obviously not the best fastball velocity, but that's, it's a little bit below league average, but I think that's where Wade LeBlanc's going to sit most of the time, 87, 89, and his breaking stuff will play a little bit.
Just a tick above Tommy Malone's 86.
Yeah, Malone, I mean, both of these guys, I think are more finesse than anything. It's like Tom Eshelman, too. You get these finesse pitchers. Clearly, the Orioles like that. They think they can throw strikes, or and just get guys out is the obvious. That's a nice pitch right there. 79 miles an hour. JD's right through it, and now we got a 2-2 count. One down here in the bottom of the first. I don't know about you, Matt, but JD is one of my favorite current players. Love his story, and he just crushes the Orioles, like Jordan's saying right now.
Yeah, we got some comments coming in from Jordan Katz. Had 2 home runs in ALDS.
And he got him.
Slowed down since.
JD Martinez strikes out, outside corner, perfect changeup. That was beautiful. That was nice.
Wade LeBlanc having a nice
fastball. So yeah, that was a cut fastball actually. It's good pitch.
LeBlanc having a nice open to his first inning here.
Well, so did Malone. I mean, Malone looked good for the first 2. I after 2, I was like, oh, okay, so he's gonna throw like this maybe through 4, and then he ended up getting shelled in the 3rd. But that was, hopefully LeBlanc can do better than that. And a foul ball off the bat of Devers.
I'm a big Rafael Devers guy. I think he's, especially with the numbers he put up last year, not great defensively, but he could be one of their key pieces moving forward.
Does that defense worry you?
It does. he might be a DH down the line, and if that's the case, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, his arm is fine. It's really just the glove. I mean, it's the same thing with the Yankees third baseman Miguel Andujar, big bat, not a good glove.
Yeah, and I think the case being with a guy like Marcus Semien, who's definitely way more athletic than Devers is. He was an god awful shortstop, and then he completely turned that around. It's something in baseball that defense can be taught.
I think for a lot of guys, they work on bulking up for hitting, and they try to become huge, and then in result of that, become worse defenders. They have less mobility, and I think that's probably where Devers has gone wrong a little bit. He hits that one to center field and right field actually, and Santander will run that one down, and there's 3 gone.
Very solid first inning for Wade LeBlanc.
Look good. Weak contact.
Setting the Red Sox down in order.
So. Yeah, that was solid, and we I like the way he worked the inside and outside of the plate. That looked good. Obviously, I'm not going to take a first inning too much into accountability here because, well, let's just see what he does for the rest of the game. But that was solid. That was solid.
So I will reiterate, if anybody would like to join us, we are definitely open to that. Looks like we'll be having a guest coming in during the 2:00 hour. So we're anticipating that as well.
Yep.
A little bit of an update here from Justin. John Heyman's reporting that the 3 Marlins that came up positive, Cooper, Ramirez, and Jose Urena, who was actually supposed to start today's game, and Jorge Alfaro as well. So slightly concerning, especially with the Orioles traveling there next, going down to Miami tomorrow.
It's definitely concerning. I look at it as this is something that had to be expected, though. I mean, they never started this season with the idea that no one would test positive. I mean, now it's 4 guys on the same team. That's a little bit concerning, but it's going to happen. They know it's going to happen. I think if the positivity rate starts skyrocketing, then we could see something change. But right now, I don't think it's too big of a deal. Like you said, the Orioles travel there, and then the Marlins travel back up to Baltimore. So it's a 4-game series coming up. 2 on the road, 2 at home. We'll see if that affects it, but I'm not too confident that will.
Yep, definitely. Got our ever so popular fast play, the Maryland Lottery, popping up on the screen.
I gotta play one of these one day. I think it's worthwhile.
Get your shout out on Masson for all to see and hear.
Someone from Towson won today. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So in this inning, we'll have the designated hitter Renato Nunez leading off, and then Chance Sisco and DJ Stewart. I'm excited personally to see Chance Sisco. They say he's changed his swing. I would think there's probably a sense of urgency there with Sisco, considering that Adley Rutschman's right behind him, almost ready to go and take his job. So I would think there's some sense of urgency to start putting up better numbers.
Yeah, Chance Sisco was a pretty popular Orioles prospect for a while. So this is really probably the last chance to prove himself before this year or next before Adley gets a shot. So,
and Nunez will pop out to second base, and there's 1 gone.
So we're already up to the 8th spot in the Orioles lineup.
That's what happens when you hit the ball well.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good to see. It's good to see.
Yeah, productive first inning. So going through the lineup many times is ideal. And speaking of the devil, Chance Sisco goes up at bat. Yeah. Zach is. Zach's back. Okay. I got 1 ball, no strikes to Chance. And another
maybe
ball
you can go
outside. What's that?
Go to some of the better hitters and the more experienced guys on this team and ask about how to improve his swing a little bit, because he just hasn't really hit major league pitching. So something's got to change for Sisco at some point.
My guy's got a hell of an eye at the plate as he's run the count to 3 balls and no strikes. And getting on base for Chance Sisco, that's a good thing. We want to keep those OBP numbers up. Anything positive for him.
I'll take a walk.
Yep, for sure.
There's a strike in there at 88. How long do you think Ryan Weber goes today, Matt?
Well, let's see. His pitch count's up to 21 now after the walk issue to Chance Cisco. I'm going to go.
Yep.
Maybe he gets through 4 innings. Depending
I can
on.
see that. I mean, he's a reliever, so I just don't really expect him to go that long at all.
Jordan bringing up a good point. Remember when Cisco beat the shit and Brian Dozier wanted to have him executed? I do remember this. I believe it was the day after opening day or something. But
yeah, it was against the Twins in 2017 or 18. I think it was 2018. And Kevin Gausman was on the mound that day, and Brian Dozier threw a fit because Cisco laid one down the third base line, and Dozier doesn't think bunts should be allowed. So, kind of an odd opinion, but.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Brian Dozier that all of a sudden he became like a party animal in the Nationals clubhouse, but
yeah,
he hated fun, and then all of a sudden he liked fun. So
I don't know, man. He's a odd guy.
DJ Stewart
down 0-1,
and he pops out to center field. Now 2 outs.
Looks like the sun's giving them some issues out in center field, so that's something to keep an eye on. Bradley kind of had to shade himself a little bit to see that one. So that was also a 77-mile-an-hour slider right down the middle that DJ popped up. So that's a ball he's got to hit a little bit harder than that. That's
definitely a ball he could drive into that right field corner.
For sure. I mean, I think that's what you got to look for from DJ. Is just him hitting the ball harder, because he just hasn't really hit the ball hard at all yet. Now Austin Hayes steps to the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs for Ryan Weber.
Oh. Anyway, Jackie Bradley Jr. still a thing.
We don't like Jackie Bradley Jr. on this podcast.
We're an anti-JBJ.
This guy. That's the second time. Second time in 2 days. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that. Like, that didn't happen. Austin Hayes got a hit.
Yeah. The catch probability on that, the StatCast, is about 0.2%. So I'm gonna chalk that up as a hit,
dude,
on my scorecard.
It's always the players you want the hits too. Like, if he did that to Chris Davis, I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But it's Austin Hayes. I mean, stealing a hit from Austin Hayes is just not right.
So the Orioles go down. They did get a base runner in that inning, but no hits. So inning number 2 for Wade LeBlanc is upcoming. Should have our guest on here relatively soon.
Matt, we need to get like a commercial reel to play during these games.
Yeah, we do. That's something we're going to be working on. Well,
get some sponsors.
We're currently working with our sponsors to secure airtime.
Of course.
And
if you want to advertise on Nate the Foul Ball, hit us up. Our
problem is we're a little too picky. Like, we have dozens of people coming to us constantly saying,
so many.
Please advertise, sponsor your podcast. We have to turn them down. We only want the best of the best.
I mean, once we get Apple to sponsor us, or like McDonald's or something, then we'll take it. But we don't want the small company.
Only McDonald's. That's the only.
Only McDonald's. That's it.
As soon as they bring back the McRib, I will accept.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Orioles, if you want to get a commercial on our pod, feel free.
Who's like a competing college of Marymount? Because they sponsor Paul Mancano's podcast.
A competing sponsor of Marymount College. I honestly have no idea.
Like one of their like rivals.
I'm sure. Let's look this up. I mean, we better secure that sponsor really quick.
While Zach is looking that up, we do want to welcome our guest, John Mioli from the Baltimore Sun. John, how are you doing today?
Well, what's going on, guys?
We're doing pretty well. Just watching the game here. Thoughts on the Orioles game so far? They're up 2-0, jumping on the Red Sox.
Yeah, I mean, it's a far cry from what we saw on Friday. That's for sure. It's interesting to see them, putting together these leads early. I know that was something that when it happened last year, it was always like waiting for the other shoe to drop. When's the other team going to come back? And right. they stopped that tide yesterday, and there's a long time to go today. But you can't lose a lead if you don't get one. So I guess you got to get one first.
Yeah, Wade LeBlanc throwing strikes and striking guys out too. So that's good to see. Looking like he has pretty nice control, good command of the fastball. So it's always good to see.
Yeah, the Orioles hitters were being very aggressive coming out of the gates on opening day. Didn't really pan out, but it looks like these last 2 games it is working for them. So,
yeah, and
John,
these are a lot of guys.
Changed?
Oh, go ahead.
What do you think changed between Friday and Saturday?
I mean, Alex Cobb was a lot better than Tommy Malone was, and
For sure.
That game, even though it was 4-0 already at that point when Davis lined into that double play, I think in the top of the 4th, the Orioles had a chance to come back at that point. And I remember it was Caleb Joseph. I think it was Caleb Joseph I was talking to about it one time when the Orioles, I think maybe 2018 when things kind of went sideways. And he basically said 5 runs is like the amount where if you're a big league player, you're like, this is probably too much to come back from. 4 runs.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a couple hits, it's one swing, and all of a sudden it's a 1-run game. Once you get like up to 5, especially that early, you're just like, you know what? Like, you don't stop trying, but you stop thinking that it's possible. So honestly, there was not a lot of that game that was them being able to win it. It went from 4-0, and you just lost an opportunity to put some runs on the board with a fluke double play, 10-0, and about in a half an inning. It took a long time, but it was a half an inning, and all of a sudden the game's over. So I think that's a big difference. Yeah. And for all the things that this team did or didn't do well last year, they certainly never, brought whatever happened the night before back with them to the ballpark the next day.
Yeah, Brandon.
John, do you see anything different with Rio Ruiz? He's hit 2 home runs so far. You always get the old adage of people changing up their swing, but have you seen anything different in particular with him?
Well, there's a lot of different things. I mean, when he showed up in spring training, he was bigger, he was stronger. We joked when he came back last year, it was a little bit of dad strength because he just had a baby in August. But, we talked in spring. I think the story ever ended up running because, spring training got shut down. But he told me, his work was a lot more focused and a lot more on what he wanted to do in the offseason. He knew what he wanted to do to get better, get bigger, and he did it because any time that he was working, he wasn't with his family, and he wanted to be with his family a lot. And between that, he opened his stance up a little bit. Obviously, that can have some kind of effect on how he's seeing the ball. But, last year when he got sent down for a couple weeks in Norfolk, Mark Trumbo was there, and he basically, had one of those, hitter talks that Mark Trumbo used to have with people, and he told him, look, man, you got to start trying to hit the ball out. That's what this game is all about. It's not about, you got to find your pitches, and when they give you your pitches, you got to hit them out. And he's doing that so far. So it's pretty impressive to watch.
Yeah, and 2 quick outs from Wade LeBlanc here, and almost a home run for Xander Bogaerts down near the pesky pole, but nice catch by Santander. And he's got Christian Vasquez at the plate now in a 1-1 count.
Yeah, it looks like the Red Sox starting pitching is looking pretty thin thus far. And Christian Vasquez hits a high, towering ball, and it's out of here. Home run.
Oh,
yeah, that was not a good pitch location.
Pitches ahead of me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, spoilers. My bad.
It's
not
okay.
a good pitch location there.
Not great. It's all right.
It's
Orioles still have the lead, so we're good.
Yeah, there's a lot of baseball left to be played today. Believe me.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's going to make a few mistakes here and there.
Is there any? Are there any recent articles you want to plug, John, from the Baltimore Sun?
Well, this morning I wrote, or I guess yesterday after the game, I wrote for this morning just about how complicated it's going to be for the Orioles to trade anyone, let alone somebody like Alex Cobb who makes a lot of money. I thought that was something, I saw that stuff yesterday, and it's like, yeah, it's nice to just say, hey, this guy pitched well one time. Let's make a trade. Let's do it now. I don't think it's going to be very easy to do that. I think where there's a will, there's a way, but it's going to be more complicated than it was. And Mike Elias kind of addressed that again this morning when he Zoomed with the media. Otherwise, the reset's coming back tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it'll be fun. That was one of my favorite things to do last year. We're really trying to find ways to, obviously I'm sitting on my couch right now. I'm not in Boston. Thank God I'm not going to me too, because I'm not really interested in going to coronavirus hotspots at this point in my life or at any point in my life. But we're trying to find ways to write things that, don't originate from these Zooms. And there's a lot more going on than what we're Zooming about.
So, John, I wanted to ask, because Mike Elias was asked about Ryan Mountcastle today, about being in the majors, and he said, "I hope so." What do you take from that?
Well, he's the one who gets to make that decision, so I kind of chuckle to myself. Yeah, I have to watch myself. I've gotten in trouble, not gotten in trouble, but I've had a couple of people comment to me that my reactions to things on Zooms are, visible for the world to see. So I should probably pay attention to that. But I was thinking to myself, like, you can decide this. This is your decision. I don't even have to hope it into existence. Like,
I actually replied that exact same thing to Rock. I said that's his decision to make and his only. So
yeah, it's hard to he could be up this week. He could be up in a month.
Yeah,
I just want and for all the ways that who, like, that they've talked about him, and even some of the other guys who they've declared needed time. It's pretty not put down, but like when they talk about Ryan Mountcastle, they only talk about the things that he needs to do better. But I feel like today is the first time that I can think of that when he was talking about Mike Elias, this guy's a middle of the order bat. Like, this is an impact hitter, and we want to make sure it's sustainable. And I feel like saying that almost weirdly, like, makes what they're doing make a little more sense, because they've only talked about things he needs to work on, not necessarily things that, like, he could be good at. And I think that's something that's always been a problem when anyone's been discussing Ryan Mountcastle from the time he was 18 years old. I've fallen victim to it. I know that, others too, and I know that he doesn't really enjoy it. Like, this is a guy who just hits and hits and hits, and he can't get more than, he can't walk down the road without somebody asking him, why you can't play this position or why you can't do this. It's like, it's not a nice position for anyone to be in. And I know I've fallen victim to that. Talk to him about it, and there's only one way you can do it. You get there and you show people what you are.
Well put.
Yeah, I think
I thought there was a question that popped up here, but I don't know. I can't see it anymore.
I'll put it back on the screen for you.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It says lots of fans are already looking ahead to the trade deadline, which is the end of August. Do you see the O's able to move a guy like Givens or Cobb with the more control beyond this year under the new rules with the 60-man roster?
It's all going to be difficult. Teams have to trade out of their player pool too. So if you're trying to trade to a team that doesn't have any space in their player pool to add, an A-ball prospect to make that trade, they won't do it. Michael Elias made a good too, that you wonder how many teams are going to be able to add real money to their payrolls this year. It's all prorated, but you'd probably still owe Cobb if you traded 1 month of Alex Cobb. I'm trying to do math in my head. It might be like $1 or $2 million for a month of Alex Cobb at this point, and that's a lot of money. And if you're the 9th best team in the National League, are you willing to give up a player and add that payroll to maybe make the playoffs, or you want to just say, hey, anything could happen. The team that we're chasing could have 5 guys, go on the COVID list tomorrow, and then we don't need to trade. It's going to be really hard for teams to justify that, but the Orioles are certainly going to try. I think if we know anything about them, that if there's any value out there to be gained, they'll try to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, John, we appreciate you joining the live stream. If you want to find John's work, you can go to the Baltimore Sun. John, thanks again.
All right, have a good one, fellas.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right, that was John Maioli on the broadcast. Gave some great insight, especially with the 60-man roster construction being what it is. Ryan Mountcastle, potentially joining the Orioles within the next week or so. He always puts out good stuff. He's definitely probably my favorite beat reporter. Especially some of the stories he comes out with and some of the analytical stories he also puts out. So happy to have him on the show.
And Santander tried to lay down a bunt there in a 3-1 count, and he fouled it off. That's kind of an odd place to lay down a bunt, a 3-1 count with a power hitter at the plate, but he did it. So
there's nobody at third base currently, so I understand it. But
it makes sense. I mean, they got the shift on him. I hate the shift personally. That's an episode for a different day. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these guys could try bunting down the third base line, but in a 3-1 count, that doesn't make much sense to me. He's going to take ball 4, and he'll trot to first base. Santander gets on to lead off the inning.
We are now in the top of the third inning, where he'll still maintain the 2-1 lead. Home run by Rio Ruiz, home run by Christian Vasquez. Pretty exciting game so far, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't doing the play-by-play when Vasquez hit that home run, but that was a absolute moonshot. That was one of the farthest home runs I have seen in Fenway. That was massive. So that not a great pitch location at all, but I'm sure LeBlanc can come back from that. He struck out Verdugo to end the inning, so maybe settling down a little bit as Jose Iglesias steps in and Ryan Weber deals. It's in there for a strike.
Yeah, I wonder whether that Giancarlo Stanton home run from last night would have landed in Fenway.
Whew. I definitely across the street. That was
Cambridge, probably.
Down. Yeah, I mean, that was a massive shot. That was 489, I think it was. 483, something in that ballpark.
Oh, boy.
Yankee Stadium doesn't see shots like that.
So we got a hit here.
Yeah, Jose Iglesias going to
score.
Put one in the gap. Here comes Santander. He's motoring to third. Verdugo throws it in. Santander play at the plate, and he is safe. The Orioles lead 3-1. An RBI double for Jose Iglesias.
Absolutely. What you want to see out of your 3-hitter.
Oh, man, he's been tearing it up.
He's swinging a great bat so far.
Tearing it up. He's putting the barrel on the ball. That's about all it is. I mean, he's just poking the ball. Perfect gap shot right there. That's exactly what you want to see. He was a great pickup, great under the radar pickup to replace Jonathan VR. That was a really nice move by Michael Eyes.
Yeah, especially even if you're only getting premium defense out of him, it's worth it because you want to help out these young pitchers. With good up the middle defense, and that's what he provides.
Now, one of my pet peeves with the 2019 Orioles is having a runner in second or third in scoring position and not scoring them with less than 2 outs. So you got to make sure this run scores here to make it a 4-1 game. So Rio Ruiz at the plate, he's hitting really with a hot bat. So let's see what he can do here. Hopefully put something at least in play to get Jose at third, or put something in the gap or over the wall to score Jose. That would be great.
Yep. Showing my boy Rio on the broadcast now, a replay of his home run, exit velocity of 102, projected distance of 388. Pretty nice swing there. And they're saying the MLB. They're saying the MLB best for a home run was 118, but I specifically remember the Giancarlo Stanton being 121 last night. So.
It was 121.7. Yeah, that was.
Got to update your stats there, Statcast.
It's that's definitely behind. And we're going to get a 1-1 count here to Rio Ruiz. And just put something in the gap here would be great. I mean, I just really want to see Rio have a productive at-bat here, one way or another, to move up the runner. Justin says, solid pickup for my fantasy squad. I think he's referring to Jose Iglesias. And, yeah, sure, he's a solid player.
As Rio definitely fouls off a pitch here.
Yeah, and Iglesias definitely brings more actual value than fantasy value because of that defense. You don't get credit for defense and fantasy, but if he's going to keep hitting like this, there's certainly fantasy value there for him. I don't know as a shortstop 1, but maybe like shortstop 2 on your fantasy team. But in a league as deep as some of them can get, he's definitely valuable.
Yeah, especially we're in a 16-team mixed league, so there's definitely value to be had. First
time I've done that. It's a big league, but it gets pretty thin at the bottom. You just got to make those under the radar pickups. As Rio Ruiz has a 1-2 count here from Weber. And he's going to take ball 2, 2-2.
Nice little break ball there. Hard to lay off.
I wouldn't say Weber's pitching well, but he's been kind of efficient. Only 36 pitches right now. That's not too bad. It's pretty efficient.
Yeah, I think maybe you don't expect him to give up a run per inning, but he's been fine so far.
Yeah. Yep.
And looks like a ball's put into play by Rio. I'll let you call that one.
Looks like that should be caught by Devers. Almost runs into Vasquez, but it's out number one, and they didn't advance the runner. That's a pet peeve of mine. Wish they advanced him. I got to have a more productive at-bat than that. But he did hit a home run the first at-bat, so I'll give him a pass there. But I want to see a better at-bat with
the point is moot because Hans Roberto is up, and that's an automatic hit.
Get a lefty in. Right now, put a lefty in. He's hitting a home run. I guarantee it. Yep. But Hanser is stepping in. 1 out. Jose Iglesias off second. And Weber throwing 25 strikes so far, so he's been decently efficient. Don't think you can complain too much. But we got to score this run here.
So the first pitch, taken up high for a ball. Only 1 out with a runner on second base.
Yeah, I think right here it's just about waiting for your pitch. I think he's going to kind of try to play around with them, see what he'll swing at. Throw a few in the dirt here, throw a few up high, and just see if he'll chase a little bit, which I don't expect Hanser to too much. So let's just see if Hanser can get a pitch. Pretty deep to left field. Back to the track goes Verdugo. Iglesias is going to go back to second. Throw goes over the head, the shortstop, but Iglesias will stay at second base. Another non-productive out, and there's going to be a runner in scoring position with 2 outs now for Chris Davis.
The Crusher.
The Crusher. It's only guy not to get a hit yet in the starting lineup is Chris Davis. So, and DJ Stewart as well. So hopefully one of them can join the hit party here soon.
Showing our coaching staff, the dugout, all wearing masks. Definitely important to get through this season.
Yeah, only way it's going to happen. Only way it's going to happen.
Davis takes a strike about knee high.
Tell me something I haven't heard before.
Ryan Weber loves his breaking balls.
I don't. At this point in the season, like when Chris Davis hasn't even really hit the ball hard once yet, just might as well just throw him fastballs right down the middle. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to hit it. I don't know.
Or just any pitch in general. Gyro ball.
Yeah, as he swings through a ball pretty low. 81 miles an hour. That wasn't even close to the zone. Chris Davis swings through it, and it is 0-2.
Trying to grip it and rip it.
Yeah, our friend Justin Labor noted that the Orioles have really been very aggressive at the plate, start at bats. I mean, they've been extremely aggressive. Chris Davis, not at all aggressive. So, and a kind of outlier for the rest of the team. But the rest of the team's really been swinging. And there's a ball inside 88 miles per hour to Chris Davis.
I don't really know if Ryan Weber is on a pitch count or not, but I'm sure the Sox would be happy to have him go at least 5 innings. Remains to be seen.
Yeah.
And Chris Davis puts a ball in play. Yep. And, well, it's not Jackie Bradley this time.
Alex Verdugo, sliding catch. Yep. Okay, well, this is going well so far. 3-1. Two great plays to take away hits. So great job, Red Sox, I guess. But that's where we are right now. 3-1 ball game going into the bottom of the third. Back out will come LeBlanc. And he's pitched pretty well so far, only giving up 1 hit. Only that home run to Christian Vasquez. So I'm pretty happy with the way he's pitched so far. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Absolutely. Through 2 innings so far, so good. I'm sure Brandon Hyde is kind of figuring out how to configure his bullpen at this time. He wants his relief pitchers to come in and throw strikes. So it'll be interesting to see after LeBlanc exits this game who Hyde will hand the ball to.
There are 4 guys that haven't pitched yet in the Orioles bullpen, and that is Evan Phillips, that is Tanner Scott, Cole Saucer, and should be one more I'm not thinking of right now. But Sean Armstrong is the other guy. So there are 4 guys. We'll probably see 2 or 3 of them today, maybe even 4, depending on how LeBlanc's outing goes. I would expect if we're winning this game, in the late innings, we'll see Saucer and Scott. And if we're losing this game, we could also see those guys. I don't really know, but maybe even David Hess comes back out again today if we start losing. We'll just see how it goes. But we might see another repeat guy, but there are still 4 guys in the bullpen that haven't pitched yet. But I think Cole Saucer is going to get a late inning opportunity here soon.
Yeah, I think what we saw out of Miguel Castro yesterday was impressive. So we wanted to see that continue.
Honestly, like it was only 1 at bat he got, but it was so impressive because that was Xander Bogaerts at the plate, number 1, and he threw 2 perfect fastballs inside, and then beautiful slider to strike him out at the end there. So maybe he even gets another couple pitches today. We'll see how it goes with LeBlanc.
Yeah, I think Hyde said in his either post-game or pre-game comments today that Castro would get another shot if the situation were right. So look out for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these guys, like Evan Phillips especially, because we're rooting for Evan Phillips here on the pod. And, of course, Tanner Scott, we're really interested to see how he can make an appearance this year, if he becomes any better. And Cole Saucer is my personal favorite pitcher on this team. So see how he does. I was looking forward to seeing Hunter Harvey until that went downhill. But 0-1 right now to Michael Chavis. And another really nice pitch, slider up and in, and it's strike 2.
They're showing Paul Fry out there with the other pitchers. It is his birthday today, so happy birthday, Paul Fry.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Paul Fry. Pitched all right yesterday, not too bad.
Pitch a little high for ball 1.
Yep.
And LeBlanc threw
go ahead.
two innings, is at 31 pitches, so pretty solid.
Topping out at 87. That's about where he's going to top out, but
yeah, he's a finesse guy, and he actually strikes out Michael Chavis on a foul tip. Nice out pitch.
That's awesome that Chance Sisco was able to hold on to that. We saw Pedro Severino really with a few defensive woes in yesterday's game. That looked much better from Sisco. Great job holding on to that because Chavis could probably beat that out down the line if that goes past him. Yeah,
I believe Severino had a pass ball in the game yesterday. So something you want to see out of your backup catcher.
Yeah, Severino's kind of been a little bit disappointing defensively. I thought he was going to be not a Gold Glover back there, but solid. And so far that hasn't really been the case, but it's a long season.
And we got a ball in play, and Jackie Bradley Jr. does not beat out the slow dribbler. So 2 down, 2 quick outs for Wade LeBlanc.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Hanser. And he knocked something off of Chris Davis. I think his hat fell off during that play. But Justin says if we get Mancini back next year and swap in Mountcastle and Davis starts hitting, this lineup could be pretty nasty. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty nasty. I mean, if you look at the top 5 in this lineup once Mountcastle joins with Alberto and Jose Iglesias and Austin Hayes and Santander and Nunez and the Mountcastle too, it's a pretty solid lineup. I mean, that's not too bad at all. A lot of power.
Yeah, for sure. I think 2021, 2022 is when you're going to really start to see an influx of Orioles prospects into the lineup. Besides Mountcastle, you could see guys like, Yusniel Diaz. You could see the likes of potentially a Ryan McKenna, maybe some of these infielders, Ryland Bannon, Mason McCoy. So something
I'm looking
to look
forward to. Ball 1 there from LeBlanc to Jackie Bradley. Oh, no, this is not Jackie Bradley Jr. This is the top of the lineup, Jose Peraza. And he's going to get a swinging strike. Really nice slider at 72 down and in. It's a nice pitch. So we're going to have a 1-1 count here. Hopefully get some more weak contact, which has been mostly the game. It hasn't had much hard contact often yet.
And he gets another swinging strike from Jose Peraza. We got a 1-2 count here.
Nice. Nice. That looked like a change up down and away there, 78 miles per hour. Just kind of fell off there at the end. Looked like it was hitting the bottom corner, and then it just fell off. That's a really nice pitch from Wade LeBlanc, who is, like you said, a finesse pitcher. So that's the kind of stuff you want to see out of him right there. And there's going to be ball 2. So a 2-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. The Orioles lead 3-1. Wade LeBlanc sitting at 37 pitches here, and it's a big pitch right here. If you can get this guy, it's another clean inning for LeBlanc.
And just like that, he records a third out on a grounder to third base. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Orioles and Wade LeBlanc. Good work.
Yeah, solid start. I mean, this is exactly what you want to see. This is the opposite, and last night was the opposite of Friday night. I mean, this just looks so much better. So
we don't want to
the Red
talk
Sox
about
to one hit on a really solid lineup. Yeah, that was painful. I can't say I've hated watching a game more than I hated that one. That was unbelievable. But
did you stay up for all 9 innings? Is the question. Yeah.
I watched every second of it, and I hated every second of it. I hated every second. I couldn't stand that. I don't like to see bad baseball. I just don't like to see. I want to see the fundamentals done right, and that was just every fundamental done wrong. So it was just not fun to watch. But it was opening day. I was going to watch the whole thing. We haven't seen the Orioles since March, so I was ready to watch the whole thing.
You're a good man. You are a good man.
So for the Orioles, leading off this inning will be Renato Nunez, and then Chance Sisco, and then DJ Stewart. So the 7, 8, 9 guys here. Interesting to see Renato batting in the 7 hole.
Yeah, I don't really know the thinking there.
I don't either. I'm not sure I get that one.
I would have had him at least 5 or 6, but it's early in the season, 3rd game, so Hyde wants to try some different things out, some configurations.
He's probably just trying to find who works best at each spot. I'd like to see him move Austin Hayes around a little bit because I think that there's a lot of pressure on Hayes batting at the top of the lineup. So for a younger guy, I'd like to see him move down a little bit. One thing that always astonished me was that Buck Showalter used to bat Manny Machado lead off in the first few years of Manny Machado in 2012 and 2013. So maybe once Austin Hayes matures a little bit, he'll move down in the lineup, 3 or 4 guy, because I think he's a middle of the order bat for sure.
Yeah, and I think that with the theory being there is that you want your best hitter to get as many at-bats as possible.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
For sure. Yep.
Even the Red Sox mascot, Wally, is wearing a mask, so sets a good example for the kids.
Yeah. I don't want to guess here, but Wade LeBlanc just walked off up the bleachers there, so I'm not sure if he's done or – we haven't seen anyone warming up in the bullpen yet, but he could be very well done. We'll have to see.
I don't know about that.
Nunez pops it up.
JK.
So Nunez goes down 0-1 to Ryan Weber. He's still in this game. This could be maybe his last inning, but he's pitching all right. Not great, but all right. So through 4 innings, only 44 pitches. So he could stay in here for quite a bit more time as Nunez is going to see his second pitch of the at-bat here any second.
And he pokes one through the 4-3 hole.
Nice.
Lead off base hit for Renato.
Hit that one really hard, as he usually does. Good exit velocities from Nunez. And there's another one. That's a slider going away, and he just pulls it left field. I'd like to see him actually go with that pitch, take it to right field, but I'll take a hit anyway.
Yeah, I think Nunez is more of a pull guy, but
definitely
certainly
would
like to see all fields.
It's kind of interesting that we really haven't seen too much power from this Orioles team. We got power really from 1 to 9,
just
every
Rio.
guy, and just Rio so far. Austin Hayes, Santander, all guys who can hit bombs. Nunez, of course, DJ Stewart, the Crusher. These guys are all power hitters in this lineup. So even Hanser hit 12 last year. So surprised we haven't seen more home runs. As Chance Sisco takes ball 1 on the outside. Half. That one's 87 miles per hour. Justin says, do we think Hyde puts strategy in his millions of lineups or just throws names against the board? I'm going to go with the latter, honestly. I don't know why Renato is batting 7th, but
Justin, if I had to guess, Justin, it's kind of like in Moneyball where they have the magnets and they just throw them up on the board. I think that's kind of what
I like him because he gets on base. That's what Hyde said. I like him because he gets on base.
Yeah. Same.
And Chance Sisco is looking at a 1-1 count. That was a really nice slider right there.
Yeah, he's got some good secondary stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I honestly haven't seen too much of Ryan Weber before today's game, so this is all right. He's not too bad. He's given up 3 earned, but as he takes ball 2 outside at 81 miles per hour on the outside half, I'd like to see Chance Sisco get on base here again. It'd be nice to see. Maybe even solidify himself as the starting catcher by the end of this year. Who knows? But I just want to see more out of Chance Cisco with Adley Rutschman knocking on the door. Maybe even build up some trade value for Chance Cisco. You never know. He's going to need to do a lot to see that.
A quick fashion comment. Seems the Orioles are only wearing their black uniforms this year. Definitely something to look out for.
I don't know what that's about, honestly.
Usually
we wear the gray Baltimore jerseys on the road. And Cisco is drawing a 3-1 count.
Yeah, appears that the team seamstress has quit her job, and they're just kind of going to go with
only one jersey for the whole year. That's it. No Hawaiian shirt this year. No Maryland flag jerseys. No orange jerseys. No gray jerseys. It's only black.
Yeah.
And Chance Cisco works his second walk of the game. So Ryan Weber in a bit of trouble here in the top of the fourth. Nobody out. 2 runners on. Maybe start seeing someone warm up here. This is looking pretty bad for Weber. But knowing the Orioles probably leave these guys in scoring position. So I'm not going to get too excited.
I do want to say, while we enjoy Scott Garceau and Ben McDonald, definitely missing Gary Thorne and Jim Palmer on these broadcasts.
Oh man,
kind of a staple in the Orioles organization throughout the years.
You never know how good you have it until they're not there anymore. And these are some great broadcasters. So, we thought we'd throw in our own little broadcast here today. Give you a break from Scott and Ben McDonald for the series. And DJ Stewart now is up with 2 runners on and nobody out. Let's see what DJ can do. I'm still waiting to see him do something. No hits yet on the year. Let's see.
Goes to bunt, and he has advanced the runners from second and third.
Great
good
play.
News.
Great play. I love it. That is exactly what he should do. With a guy who hasn't gotten a hit all year, that's exactly what you should do. Now he's got runners in scoring position for Austin Hayes. Hopefully Austin has a quality at bat and doesn't have a diving catch by Jackie Bradley Jr. steal away a hit.
That's
a good bunt. That's a really good bunt.
Yeah, that's a good small ball National League type play.
He bunts it. It's a good placement for the bunt too, because if he bunts it down the third base line, there's a possibility if it doesn't go far enough, Vasquez could pick it up a third to third, possibly have a rundown going on there between second and third. So that's a nice bunt, good placement, right back to the pitcher, just having third to first, and you advance the runners. That's a solid play. I like that a lot. As Austin Hayes steps in here.
Obviously, with Brandon Hyde, coaching in the National League with the Cubs and the Marlins, he is no stranger to small ball.
No, not at all. It's Austin Hayes takes ball 1, slider on the outside half, and it's really a pretty nice take by Austin Hayes. He has flied out and lined out today, so pretty unlucky for Hayes in that last at bat. But let's see what he can do here.
Now, if I can find that tweet from Jackson, I will show it on the screen.
Sounds good.
1 second.
And Hayes swings really hard through that one. Another slider in the outside corner. And it's going to go into a 1-1 count. That is a really nice pitch by Ryan Weber. That is almost impossible to hit. Right in the black there. That's a nice play.
We got this tweet coming in from Jackson. Jackson Heil. He said Austin Hayes has 2 balls in the series that were both hit with an expected batting average of 820. Both were caught. So very unlucky so far.
And Hayes fouls one off to the right side, and that one's going to go into the seats. And now he's in a 1-2 count. I really want to see Hayes driving these runs here. Even a sac fly would work. Something, put the ball in play. I really like to see him do something here. But if he doesn't, maybe Santander can drive a guy in.
Austin Hayes always gets me with the no batting gloves, kind of the old school type look.
That has to hurt. I mean, his hands have got to be blistered up.
Fouls off another pitch here.
Ooh, that's not a good swing for Hayes. I'm not sure why he would swing on that high and out, but it is a 1-2 count still. Staying in the at-bat, I guess trying to shorten up on a 2-strike count here. 1 out, runners on second and third. Hayes just looking for something in play to drive in this run. Even a bunt here, if it wasn't 2 strikes, would have worked.
Come on, let's go out. Come on.
And Hayes lays off one down and away. It is now a 2-2 count. 2 nice takes there from Hayes. I wish he would lay off that fastball a little bit more, but he took 2 of the 3 sliders that Weber's thrown him so far. And I just like to see Hayes battle here a little bit more.
Weber is ready to deal. And Hayes got a lot of that one.
Okay. Pretty deep to center field. That's going to score a run easily. Bradley back to the track, and he makes the catch. Sun's bothering him a little bit, but that is a sac fly. A great at-bat by Austin Hayes. Just a great at-bat. That's exactly what he got to do. Put the ball in play. Deep enough to score the run. That's a beautiful play by Austin Hayes. And the Orioles lead 4-1. 2 outs here and a runner on third. And Brendan Hyde loves it, and he should. That's just a great at-bat.
Certainly a team inning, productive sac bunt, leads to the sac fly. So good stuff all around here.
Oh, Hayes actually fell out of the box, so hopefully he's good. But, yeah, that was he was charging up the line. Thought that might get out. Maybe that goes out in some parks around the league. I don't know about Fenway. It's pretty deep in center.
Got Anthony
As Anthony Santander steps in. And he takes ball 1 on the outside half, 81 miles per hour. Could use a big hit here. Definitely, like he did yesterday, putting down the line or something like that. That'd be great.
And he takes, looks like strike 1, 1-1 count, 2 down.
Oh, that's another good pitch. That slider against the lefty is really working for him. Against the righties, not so much.
Red Sox already have somebody warming in the bullpen for them.
Okay, yep.
Colt Brewer is warming up for them.
Yep. And stepping off here is Weber, so another second to the at-bat goes, and Santander stepping back in.
Still not completely used to the no fans in the stands. Obviously, some stadiums have the cutouts. Red Sox do not, but
yeah, they do on the Green Monster. They have two up there, but
Gotcha.
Other than that, they don't. I like them behind home plate. It just looks more normal like that. But the no fans have not bothered me at all by watching baseball at all. As Santander has worked a 3-1 count here, so I think he probably has the green light here, and he does, and he fouls it off right off the mask of Vasquez, and he's going to take a minute to regain his form here.
I think I was
That's
watching
always
the
a
game
dangerous
last
play.
night.
Foul right back into the catcher.
Watching the game last night with the Nationals and the Yankees, and the crowd noise actually sounded, very legit. I'm sure that's actual
it does.
The MLB The Show.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it works for sure, and it just makes the whole thing feel more normal. I mean, a quiet stadium just kind of feels weird. So I saw a few soccer games where they had quiet stadiums. The Santander shoots that one down the line, foul. But yeah, I saw a few soccer games that had completely quiet stadiums. It just feels really weird. So I do like the crowd noise. It does add something to the broadcast and for the players on the field. But I don't know how much it really affects the players at all. So 2-2 count here, 2 outs, runner on third. Really got to put something in play here to score this run. Hopefully a hit, obviously. As he throws ball 3 up and away. That one wasn't even close. Maybe Weber's starting to get a little tired here with 63 pitches, but Santander staying in this at-bat, and hopefully he can get one into center field for a base hit at some point here.
It'd be safe to say that this is Weber's last inning with the Red Sox here. And yet again, Santander shoots
Which is
another
about
ball.
what we expect him to go. Yeah, he's throwing him inside, 88, and I think he's just a little bit out in front of it. That probably gets down the line if it's 90 or 91. So Santander a little bit out in front needs to adjust to that speed. When you're seeing Evaldi throw 100 on Friday, and then you go to a guy throwing 88 now. It's definitely a big difference.
Got a snarky comment coming in from Justin. I'm not going to even.
I don't appreciate the comment,
so I will not answer about the attendance questions. Santander gets into
we
one,
were,
and it's out of here. That's a 2-run bomb.
Okay. Wow, just barely got over into the Orioles bullpen, and that is a 6-1 game. Austin Hayes loves it. Matt, I think you need to work on your home run call a little bit. Where's your goodbye home run? I want to hear your Gary Thorne.
I'm doing it. I'm in the middle of it, and I slightly don't want to spoil it for you, so I stop short.
You can just wait until I'm going to call next time. Just wait. Don't say anything at all. But Santander gets into one.
I can't restrain my excitement.
I don't blame you, buddy. It's nice, beautiful piece of hitting right there. He just dropped the barrel on that. I mean, that's a down and it's slightly away pitch, and he just pulls it. That's awesome. I mean, Santander looking good. I don't know if that goes out in Camden Yards, but awesome stuff there.
Miguel Castro diving out of the way of the home run ball there.
Yeah, someone fell in that bullpen there, so Santander loves it. Austin Hayes loves it. The Orioles love it. It's 6-1. We are crushing the Red Sox once again. Let's see who blows the game out of the bullpen. No, I'm just kidding. And we're going to go to a commercial break here. There will be a pitching change. Ryan Weber is out of this game. So I just want to make a comment because someone's talking about it right now in our Orioles group chat. But we have to give total credit here to Dan Duquette for finding Anthony Santander in the Rule 5 draft. What a great pickup. And that is Dan Duquette's best pickup of all time. Santander, absolute monster.
Yeah, friend of the show, Dan Duquette.
Friend of the show, yeah. Definitely a friend of the show.
Definitely a fan of the under-the-radar pickups, and seems like that one's working out pretty well.
Yeah. He's, Santander, the only issue with him is he does hit, righties a lot better than lefties. He still is not, as good from his right side as a switch hitter, but he's hitting the ball really well so far this season. I was talking about him getting into tapping into his power a little bit more, and there it is. So this game is going great. I looked at the lineup this morning, and I saw a lot of, some more replacement level players playing today. And I told Matt we probably picked the wrong game to broadcast, but it's going really well so far.
Yeah, 6-1 lead. Can't argue with that whatsoever.
And the biggest news maybe is Chance Sisco on base twice.
That's all I want from him. That is all I want from him. I want him on
Seriously,
base.
I mean,
being a contributor on the offensive side of the ball. So.
Can he have a positive WAR this year? That is what I wonder. Can he have a positive WAR?
Yeah, I think it's possible. In a 60-game season, obviously it's limited. But I think, positive WAR is not too much to ask,
And Ryan Weber will leave the game. He'll throw 3 2/3 with 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, and not a single guy that he struck out. He only threw 42 strikes. So not the best outing. He was being somewhat efficient, but now, gave up that home run ball, and that's 6 earned runs. So not a great day for Ryan Weber, but Colton Brewer, the right-hander, will come in for the Red Sox, 4.12 ERA in 58 games last year. He had 52 strikeouts and 34 walks, so not the greatest ratio with walks to strikeouts, but he throws a curveball down and away to Jose Iglesias, and it's ball 1.
Colton Brewer, noted NASCAR-sounding name.
Yeah, I mean, you put him out there with any of those guys, you wouldn't know the difference. And Iglesias has one back. Iglesias 2 for 2 today. Had an RBI double his last time up.
1-1 count, nobody on base after that home run by Santander. Orioles have the commanding lead of 6-1, and we're in the top of the 4th inning.
Never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, 2 days ago, never thought I'd see the day.
And did he go? No, he did not go. So it is a 2-1 count. Yeah, I watched that game on Friday night, and I thought, man, we're not going to win 10 games this year. And looking better. A lot better.
Yeah, I originally said 15-20, but who knows? We might get hot.
I have the number at 18. But the way we're playing right now, you never know.
We are a ninth.
The playoff game would be incredible.
It would be something.
So 2-2 count here from Iglesias. Let's see what Colton Brewer can do here. Brewer is not exactly, I would say the best pitcher in the Red Sox bullpen. Brandon Workman probably takes that title, but he's all right. He's not too bad. You know, any time you have an ERA under 4.3, it's pretty solid. So Jose fouls another one off. It's a 2-2 count. Throwing 94 here, so definitely a speed change from Weber. So that's good news for the Red Sox.
And getting into this
so 2-2 count here
early is probably a good sign for the Orioles offense. As
I don't know what Boston's schedule looks like after this.
Couldn't tell you, but Iglesias has a nice bat going, fouling off a bunch of pitches.
Yeah, he's been liking that curveball down and in. He's been kind of just putting the barrel on it there again. Just missed it. Probably would have been a single in the left field if he had hit that one. But Iglesias just really makes a ton of contact, really swinging the bat well. I love to see that. I mean, he just really swinging the bat great. Batting 500 on the year, by the way. I should note.
Taking a pitch very inside, duck out of the way on that 95-mile-per-hour fastball.
Whew. Brewer's getting a little bit wild here, but Iglesias stays in the count, 3-2. This has already been a 7-pitch at bat. That's what I think I like best about Iglesias so far, just working the count every time, just fouling balls off and then getting a hit a lot of the time. So he's looked great. He's really looked good. And that was actually supposed to be a cutter right there, so I'm not sure how he missed that bad. And 3-2 pitch, and it's hitting the right field, and that is another base hit for Iglesias. That is his third hit of the game. And this guy, who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop him?
Not the Red Sox, that's who.
There's another curveball. Like I said, just sitting on that curveball low. He loves that pitch. He just ropes it. It's just beautiful. That's about as good of hitting of a curveball as you're going to see. Opposite field. That's awesome from Iglesias. Love to see it.
Yeah, Iglesias
as Rio steps up.
Pro.
Yeah, I mean, he has a 1-year option after the season, so I'd like to see how we handle that contract. We talked about that a few pods ago, but Rio Ruiz steps in now with a runner on first and 2 outs. In the top of the fourth is Brewer deals, and it's in the dirt. This one gets away from Vasquez, but Iglesias will stay at first.
Mm-hmm.
So after seeing the series, Matt, do you think that the starting rotation for the Red Sox is worse than the starting rotation for the Orioles?
I'd probably say yes. I think they will. Less.
It's pretty bad.
Very least, you know, because to be quite honest with you, the 3, 4, and 5 starters, I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, they're not great. They're not great.
They're really thin there.
2-0 count now to Rio Ruiz in the top of the fourth. And it's been a long inning for the Red Sox in which 2 runs have crossed the plate. So they need to get out of this one before more damage is done. You got a pretty fast runner on first, so you're going to make sure Rio doesn't hit one of the gap here. Probably play a little no doubles defense here. See if you can stop Rio from getting one in the gap. As he takes ball 3. Yep, he didn't go. It's ball 3. And, Brewer having trouble finding the zone with Hanser Alberto on deck. Would you give him the green light here, Matt?
You know, with this pitcher on the mound, I probably would not. I would think I would take one, as he did, for a strike. You know, you want to keep the inning going. You want to keep the momentum going. So if he's not going to give you anything to hit, why indulge?
Strike on the inside half, so he did not have the green light, and it is a 3-1 count. Now you almost got to have the green light, put one into the right center field gap, and score this run. Very important for the Orioles, I think, to get this one across. But the bats have woken up here this summer, and Orioles looking pretty good so far. As the 3-1 pitch to Rio. And it is a swinging strike at 94 miles per hour.
Who'd have thunk it? I think last year when the Orioles started, they started 4-2 or something.
Yeah, they won the first series against the New York Yankees, and they went on to play the Yankees at home, I believe, after that.
Played Toronto in the second series, and that was when David Hess had his almost no-hitter, you know?
Yeah, they took him out for 6 2/3, and that was quite an interesting game. As Rio drills one to the right side, and that one's foul into the seats. Iglesias was off and running.
Some clowning going on right now to Red Sox Twitter. You hate to see
Oh,
it.
good. Every time we start winning a game, fans of other teams get so angry and they start tweeting like, "Oh, blow up the team. We're terrible again. This is the worst team in the league. We're losing to them." It's pretty great to see, honestly.
Yep. As
you get a look of the cutouts.
4.
And Rio walks. Yep. Just a speck low there. That one could have gone either way, I think.
There's the famed cutouts that Zach was talking about, and when the Green Monster, somebody put their dog. So that's fun.
I like the guy. With the glove up on the right. I mean, that's style. It's
just a big old
incredible.
target right there.
Yeah. What about Will Smith crushing that guy's head off yesterday in the Dodgers game? The cardboard cutout just broke his head off. And then tweeted about it.
Yeah, that's something else.
Honestly, if one of the Orioles hit my cutout and broke my head off, I'd be incredibly happy. That means it's a home run.
The real question here is Zach Hampel, does he have cutouts at every
Zach
ballpark?
Hampel, he is every cutout. He bought them all and just disguised them to look like other people. It's all him. As Alberto takes a strike down the middle. Yeah, I mean he's got a ball in like 10,000 consecutive games, so he's got to be up in the stand somewhere here. I mean, he's got to be.
He's hiding somewhere in the park.
I almost feel bad for the team if they have to send him a ball. Like, if it hits his cutout and they send him a ball, I mean, he already has like half of the MLB's supply, so he doesn't really need another one.
Certainly the Adrian Monk of catching baseballs. Very OCD.
Let us know if you want to see Zach Hampel on the pod. We can make that happen.
All right.
We definitely can make it happen. I'm confident in
that. Hands are down 0-2 here with runners on first and second.
It's such a noticeable difference in a Hanser at bat when you see him batting against righties and lefties. It's just such a different look for him. Like
he's so comfortable against lefties.
He is. Like it's just he doesn't even work the count. I mean, he just drills one.
Yep.
Every time. Jackie Bradley stole one from him yesterday, and that one's way upstairs. Hanser swings through it and strikes out, and Colton Brewer has 1 K. He gets through the inning. The Orioles score 2 off a Anthony Santander homer. They're out hitting the Red Sox 7-1.
Another good inning for the Orioles as they're up now 5 runs.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Takes a little bit of pressure off Wade LeBlanc. He can just kind of throw his stuff and trust the Orioles defense. Pitch to a little bit of contact here.
Yeah, I'm a fan so far. I'm a fan. Looking good.
So Orioles will wrap up the series today. Head down to Miami where they will play the Marlins. 4 games set, I think 2 in Miami, 2 in Baltimore. That to look forward to. And I was doing a little.
It's definitely gonna be interesting how this whole COVID thing works out.
And I was looking at the Orioles schedule and see. I think their first off day isn't until the first week of August at least. So with 60 games in 66 days,
I'm okay
it's going to be
honestly
quite the sprint.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And honestly, if we win right now, if we get this win today, we are going to be first in the AL East in July. Never thought I'd be saying that, but it's true.
That's true. That's a good point.
So some other games around the league. Washington is currently beating the Yankees 2-0. Miami's beating Philadelphia 6-5. Cleveland's beating KC 7-2. Cincinnati and Detroit are tied at 1. Toronto's beating Tampa Bay 2-0. Minnesota's leading 4-0 over the White Sox. Seattle's beating Houston 2-1. Pittsburgh and St. Louis are tied at 0. Chicago's beating Milwaukee 1-0. And the Rockies and the Rangers are tied at 0 as well. And that's about it for today so far. I'd love to see the Yankees lose another one. It's kind of funny. I mean, I don't really care that much, but it's pretty funny to see.
Chad Green. Yeah, that would be something. Especially to be above them in the standings at this point in time would be quite hilarious.
Honestly, my favorite part's the fan reaction. It really is. Like seeing Yankees fans get mad. I live for that. Good stuff.
Yeah. I think my favorite Yankee fan is definitely John Boy because he provides some great content.
It's hard not to like John Boy. There's a 1-0 count now. Looked like that one hit the outside of the part of the strike zone, but They called it a ball. Maybe, JD Martinez gets a call there. So 1-0 pitch from Wade LeBlanc. And it is fouled off the leg of Francisco. That's not good at all, but he seems to be fine. He's going to stay in this game. And that was not a good pitch. Right down the middle. And off the shin guard, actually, of Cisco, so he got lucky there. Just incredible to watch JD Martinez hit, though. Definitely one of the most fun guys to watch hit.
And he was one of those guys that was with the Astros initially, and probably Stig Mejdell's and Mike Elias's biggest regret as executives.
I mean, that means we're trading for him in 2 years. I mean, sounds like to me.
I'll take it.
And he's going to line one to short. There's Iglesias. His throw is well in time, and there's one out. Pretty amazing shortstop Iglesias is. Definitely the best defensively since J.J. Hardy in his prime. So it's definitely good to have someone who's going to save a few runs for you out there. Definitely
seeing a lot of hot takes here on Twitter, some early reactions across the league to some teams. So temper expectations, people, whatever team you root for. Just, it's just 3 games, but in a 60-game season,
Correct.
I can understand the magnification of some of these games. So
Jordan Katz, who's in here right now, that's a strike to Devers, by the way. Jordan Katz posts videos of the fans going nuts after every Orioles win. So Red Sox fans were saying, bench Devers, play Pilar. They just go crazy after every little thing happens. So
Devers gets into one, but he got under it, so it's going to be handled there in right field.
He just missed that one. Just got under the back. Santander is battling the sun. They're definitely all holding the glove up, blocking the sun. So that might prove to be tough a little bit later as the sun changes positions, maybe. But they're hitting the ball pretty high off LeBlanc, not making a lot of hard contact, which is good to see.
Yeah, LeBlanc being pretty efficient so far. Just the 1 run in 3 2/3 innings.
This isn't bad. This isn't bad. I mean, I think if you're Brendan Hyde and Mike Elias, this is exactly what you want to see out of him. 1 run over, 3 2/3 already. That's even if he gives up 2 more runs, finishes maybe 5 innings, 3 runs. That's exactly what you want to see out of him. As long as your offense can keep it up. As a ball goes a little bit low there, that was a curveball at 72 miles per hour.
Wade LeBlanc now up to 45 pitches, so he's well on his way to having a pretty long outing, as long as he's not on a pitch count like I know Alex Cobb was yesterday.
That was a nice pitch right there.
Yeah, nice off speed.
That's a great changeup. Didn't really break too much, but just slow enough that he's way out in front of that. Kind of looked like a fastball out of the hand probably, as that one's outside just a little bit. Tried to do it again with the changeup, and it's a 2-1 count.
The Orioles actually have 3 of their 5 starters are left-handed. Tommy Malone there as well.
There's a perfect down the middle strike. Probably wasn't looking for that because that was pretty hittable, but right down the middle, no question about that one. 2-2 count now with 2 gone in the inning. Let's see if he can finish off Xander Bogaerts. Great hitter at the plate, so put up well over 30 home runs last year in the pitch, and it's just low. Just missed the changeup. That probably could have gone either way.
I think Masson has that box there now, slowly integrating those robo-umps.
Yeah, it's about time they put the box there. Pretty deep to right field. Back it goes, and Santander at the wall makes the catch. He jumps over the wall and pulls it back. Almost the pesky pole, near homer, pretty near the pesky pole, almost a home run, and Santander pulls it back. He's looking like Stevie Wilkerson in right field here. In Fenway Park, and Austin Hayes loves it again, and that is the end of the 4th.
Yeah, with that damn pesky pole in Boston, the short porch, literally a dinky line drive could be a home run there, as we've seen many times from J.J. Hardy actually.
Always used to do that. Just poked it down the line, it's gone.
Yep.
Great stuff. So leading off the next inning will be. It should be Alberto. Answer Alberto. Actually, it's going to be Chris Davis. I'm sorry about that. It's going to be Chris Davis leading off the next inning. So hopefully Chris Davis can get into one for the first time this year. I'd love to see it.
No 0 for 54s anymore. We don't want that.
It's possible. It could be again. I mean, I'm on record in this podcast many times saying that Chris Davis is going to have a comeback year, and that's more optimism than anything. But I really hope he can start hitting here soon just to help out the team. He's left 2 on base so far, so that's not optimal.
Yeah, I think most fans want him to succeed, especially with that lengthy contract. But it's been rough going for the last 4 to 5 years.
It's been a rough go. And right now they're showing a Paul Mancano, friend of the podcast commercial. Love to see it.
Yeah, he was definitely thrilled to get all that airtime. Look, we're rocking the Davis jersey as well. Very nice.
It's great stuff.
Just laughing at some tweets here on my timeline.
What a great play by Santander.
Blanc is amped after that catch.
He should be. It's a great play.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, there's actually competent fielders on this team. I didn't know.
Yeah. That'll keep you in the lineup for sure. Santander's home run.
Doing everything right today.
Great catch. So he's a good player.
He's having a day. He's having a day.
Coming into his own. Obviously the Indians wish they could protect a guy like him with their outfield woes last couple of years.
And Chris Davis takes a strike right down the middle. 81 miles an hour, a little slider there from Colton Brewer. Come on, Chris. We're all rooting for you, buddy. Let's go.
Like he went
first hit of the year.
One.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, he's not happy about it either. Whacking the bat. Davis knows he's struggling. He knows. But are we going to have a prediction for the first hit Chris Davis gets this year, Matt?
It's going to be a mammoth walk-off home run next week against the Marlins when they go to Baltimore.
As he takes ball 1 actually upstairs at 94 miles per hour. Brewer probably just throwing a waste pitch there before he comes back in the zone with a breaking ball here.
Nope. Thought that was his first hit. My bad.
And Davis drills one to left field. Back goes Verdugo at the track, and he makes a spinning catch for out number 1.
Good exit velocity on that. Looks promising.
If that's what you want to say about Davis, I mean, I guess that's probably the best thing he's done this year.
It's baby steps,
Still making all the plays defensively, though. I got to say.
Number 1 is don't strike out. Number 2 is contact. 3 is out of the infield, and then you're going from there.
4 is a walk. Getting walks. Getting walks is always good.
4. Well, I would say 4 is a hit by pitch.
Well, ever.
5 is a walk.
4 is hit by that's true.
Because that's not in his control.
The plate, the first pitch is in there. 4 a strike, and yeah, you're right. Hit by pitch, not in his control. 0-1 to Nunez now with 1 out in this game. Wow, this is
Renato steps up to the plate, I should say. Like to see him be maybe a little bit more selective hitter, maybe draw some more walks this year.
Yeah, for sure.
And Renato gets into 1 foul, and it's out of play.
Yeah, we're hitting the ball hard. Foul. That's somewhat good.
Yeah. So, just continue to take pitches and drawing long at bats against the against the Red Sox bullpen. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I mean, we got to capitalize against these Red Sox pitchers because they just aren't very good. So we got to do our best here to get as many runs early when we can, save our bullpen from having to work pretty hard at the end here. So the more runs we get early on is the better. So let's see what Nunez can do here in a 1-2 count with 1 out. And the pitch is fouled off the mask of Vasquez. And still 1-2.
Blanco fouling off some pitches here, taking a little bit longer at bat, and he swings through that one up in the zone at 94.
Yeah, not the best at bat there, but Nunez is going to strike out a little bit. That's the general power hitter thing, is to strike out and hit a lot of home runs. So that's all right. Nunez strikes out, and there are 2 outs in the inning. And that will bring up Chance Cisco. See if he can get his first hit of the season. He's looked good. 2 walks so far. Can't complain about that.
Just keep walking. I'm happy.
And the first pitch is in there for a strike. He's starting almost every guy off with that, that hook kind of in the bottom of the zone. So maybe the Orioles catch on to that a little bit and start reacting to that curveball sometime here soon, because they are, kind of not adapting to that very well. Letting a lot go by as Cisco drills one to the right side. It's picked up there by Peraza, the throw to first, and there are 3 outs in this inning.
I was going to say that was a perfect time to do the good old Chance Cisco special, the old third base. Nobody playing at third base. You bunt down the third base line. You get the other team upset. So that.
And Matt, I'm going to have you hold down the fort here for a few minutes. I'll be back in a sec.
All right. Time to riff. So what do you guys think? You can comment along. Thoughts on the Orioles game so far, 6-1 lead. If you would like to hop on the stream, you may. Just message us, DM us on our podcast account, or Zach or myself's personal account. Love to have you on the show here with us. We had John Meoli in the 2 o'clock hour talking about some of his recent articles with Ryan Mountcastle, talking about the 60-man roster of the Orioles, potential trades that they could make, and the difficulties they may face. But good game so far. We hope to do these, throughout the year. Maybe, one a week or so, and we might even have some plans to do some guest broadcasts as well. Have some of our friends throughout Orioles Twitter come on and, give their takes. If you're tuning in for the first time, we appreciate it. We do a weekly podcast every Friday, live stream to YouTube at 5:30, and then we do the audio version, comes out on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, these games that we do are probably not going to be consistent, just whenever we have time in our schedule to make it happen, but probably not going to be an every Sunday thing, or just find a day in the week that we can do it, and we'll definitely do it. We enjoy doing it for sure. And tomorrow night against the Miami Marlins, the Orioles will travel to Miami, so should be a series where we can win some games, but looking like we can take this series here.
Yeah, definitely. And into the fifth inning here, looks like you can correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, but it looks like Asher Wojciechowski and Cole Stewart are coming up for the next 2 games.
Yeah, I think from Wojciechowski, we've seen some good and bad things. It hasn't been a ton of consistency from him so far. He had that really one great game. He almost threw a no-hitter. But he hasn't been great as a strike from LeBlanc at 72 miles per hour on a curveball down and away. That's a really nice pitch. Only at 50 pitches right now, which is unbelievable. It's just throwing a gem.
I mean, if he keeps this up, he could definitely go 9 innings, at this rate.
For sure. No doubt.
So that would be absolutely the most ideal scenario. I don't think he's going to pitch count, but save that bullpen for another day.
Maybe 80 pitches I could think of as his pitch count. That's where Alex Cobb stopped yesterday.
Yep.
As Kevin Pillar is in a 1-1 count as LeBlanc deals, and it is hit foul, just foul. Back behind the plate. And update around the league. Not too many things have changed, but New York is tied up with Washington. Miami's way out in front of Philadelphia. And
you got a bunch of dingers today following the MLB Homer tracker.
Yeah. Up and in almost hits Pillar, but not too hard at 86 miles per hour. Probably not intentional at all. And that's a 2-2 count with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Kind of a interesting note from the Tampa Bay Rays. G-Man Choi has hit a home run hitting, looks like right-handed, And apparently he self-taught himself to be a switch hitter.
That's insane.
So that's a little interesting tidbit there for you.
Is that new for this year? Is he hitting switch this year?
So it says, the tweet that I read, it said he taught himself back in 2015, but apparently this is new, hitting a home run from the right side of the plate.
That's nuts. Okay.
So yeah, it looks like he went to the Angels, and we got a home run.
Hard to change this late. And yeah, Kevin Pillar just drilled that one over the monster again, and it's a 6-2 game. Orioles still have a comfortable lead, but that's not great. Not what you want to see.
Yeah, not what you want to see, but I think as long as there's solo home runs, that's not going to hurt you, especially when you have a 5-run lead. So, not what you want to see, but not the end of the world here.
Yeah, Pillar's been swinging the bat well, playing a good outfield too. Maybe under the radar pickup a little bit for the Red Sox. I mean, played for the Giants. Obviously, a longtime Blue Jay, did great stuff there. They called him Superman in the outfield, great center fielder. But this is a long home run for Pillar, and it's gonna be a 6-2 game. Hopefully, we can keep the Red Sox within, at worst, a 3-run deficit. As Christian Vasquez steps in, the first pitch is in there for a strike on the outside half.
And Kevin Pillar, no connection to former Oriole Kevin Millar. Just a quick note.
Yeah, I mean, not the same last name, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
just want to clear it up for those confused.
That home run was off a sinker, by the way, so that's a pretty uncommon pitch to hit a home run off of. So obviously a mislocation by by LeBlanc down in, but it's just one bad pitch in a game he's been pitching very well. Only 2 hits and they're both home runs, and one of them is by the guy up right now, Christian Vasquez. So,
that ball a little bit outside. I think LeBlanc could go long in this game, but early in the season, still, want to make sure these guys are healthy throughout the year. So, if he has to come out after 80 to 90 pitches, wouldn't be the worst thing.
No bullpen action, though, so far.
Yeah, he's only at 59 pitches, so really no need at the current moment.
Another pitch well outside. I don't like to see this. When you have 2 strikes on a guy, you got to finish him off. Don't play around here. I know you gave up a home run earlier, but I think you got to attack him here. He's not the world's greatest hitter. He's not, JD Martinez at the plate right now. So, I'd like to see him not fall behind 3-2 here.
Nice little scoop play by Rio. Third base.
Yes, sir. Nice play.
One down here in the 5th. Jared Carabas in all his glory after that home run by Pillar. Oh, Zach has left me. I didn't even realize it. So we got one down here in the 5th inning. LeBlanc is still out there pitching to lefty. Looks like Verdugo for the Red Sox.
Yeah, that is Verdugo. A guy I wish we had gotten in the Manny Machado deal, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. But really great hitter. 5-tool player. He's going to be a special player for the Red Sox for a long time.
Verdugo looks like someone, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know who it is. Just got
a lot of these Red Sox have the look of Steve Pearce.
Yeah, Michael Chavis for sure does. I know that.
Definitely looks like Steve Pearce. This one's hit hard to the right side. Chris Davis scoops it. He's at first, and there are 2 gone. So a nice bounce back. 2 outs there from LeBlanc. And Verdugo's not happy. He's pretty frustrated with that one. Sucks to hit the ball hard and have a guy right there, but that's how the shift goes. And now stepping up to the plate will be Michael Chavis, the first baseman in today's game. A guy that I didn't see playing a lot of first base for the Red Sox this year, being that he came up a second baseman, could play a little left, could play a little right, could play some third too. But that seems like that's their starter against lefties. Mitch Moreland will be the starter against righties for the Red Sox this year. As he takes a ball up and away at 1-0.
Oof. That was a hard swing there on that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, he's going for a bomb right there. He's going for a bomb.
Swinging out of his shoes there.
Didn't get it. Yeah, 1-1 count. That's a good place pitch. Another changeup. That's just a great command by LeBlanc. Finesse pitcher and finessing these guys right now.
Yeah.
Ball on the outside half. It's going to be 2-1.
Curious to see if anybody had Rio in their Dong City pick today.
I had Austin Hayes again. I've had Nunez and Austin Hayes, so
still possible.
Haven't won yet. I think I did pretty well last year. I had like probably 7 or 8 right out of like 162. So not awful, but it's pretty hard to predict these guys. I mean, you just don't know. It's not like we have a strict power hitter on team that's going to hit a home run every day. I mean, that just doesn't happen. We don't have Barry Bonds on our squad, so it's hard to figure out. It's a beautiful pitch by LeBlanc, strikes him out, and there are 3 gone in the 5th.
Yep, another nice inning. Just the 1 run allowed there by LeBlanc, but got DJ Stewart, Austin Hayes, and Anthony Santander coming up to lead off the 6th inning.
Still waiting to see a hard hit ball from DJ, but hopefully that will happen soon.
He's there to bunt and to get on base via the walk. And
yeah, I mean, the bunt was great. The bunt, I'll take that all day. I'll take that.
Something that he could be integrating in his game, in my opinion, would be the crouch. I mean, where is the crouch gone? He implemented it at Florida State, got on base half the time. Dude, come on, man. Figure it out. Go back to the basics.
He completely changed his swing in Pro Bowl. I remember watching him in Aberdeen back years ago when he was first drafted. It's a completely different DJ Stewart. I mean, it is a very, very different guy at the plate. So, he doesn't really have the plate presence that he used to. But he hits very well in AAA and then comes up to the majors and not great. So, still waiting for that breakout.
Yeah, I think he's one of the list of options the Orioles have in the outfield that will change over the coming years.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think that either him or Dwight Smith Jr. are probably, or even Cedric Mullins, are on the chopping block once Ryan Mountcastle makes his first appearance here in a few weeks. So we'll see which one of them goes. I don't know who it's going to be.
First off, Cedric Mullins is not on the chopping block. That man is a god, okay?
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to think so. I mean, he completely crushed us in cornhole, Matt. So
he did. I think we let him win.
It wasn't a good performance past that. We were off our game.
I was definitely letting him win.
Honestly, he was carrying. Richie was carrying the team. I mean, let's be honest. Richie was carrying that team.
Yep, and that was a fun event there at the O's Winter Fest in lieu of the Fan Fest.
It's great event. Marcus Walden is now taking over, and pretty nice numbers as far as throwing against lefties. So DJ Stewart might have a problem here. Hitters only hit 200 off him last year that were lefties, as DJ swings through a slider at 90 miles per hour.
Yeah, Walden actually had my American League only fantasy league last year. He's a pretty good swing man.
Oh yeah, he's not bad at all.
Interesting pitching wins.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe even could be the opener for a few of these Red Sox games if they don't have enough starting pitching to go around.
DJ Stewart's getting aggressive here with the first 2 pitches.
I like it. Honestly, that's all right with me.
Comment here from Justin. Much like banning the shift, he wants to ban the crouch. I don't know how you enforce that, but
anything that helps him hit better, I'm not going to ban. So if DJ Stewart needs to crouch, DJ Stewart has to crouch.
Yeah. And a ball just on the outside corner at 93. So it's looking at a 1-2 count.
Pretty close.
Marcus Walden
I
rocking
think
the correct specs.
that was a strike, to be honest with you.
And,
It looked like a strike to me, but at least Masson has the box now where we can get an idea of where the umpire strike zone is.
yeah. And Walden trying to get him to chase here doesn't work.
Yeah, that slider coming in hot. 85 to 90. There have been two of them throwing it hard. On deck, Austin Hayes, and in the hole, Anthony Santander.
And you got third base wide open. You can push that right down to the line there, if need be.
He really could. He really could.
Walden painting the
but I don't
corners
think
here.
he's going to do it. Not with 2 strikes. Yeah, another great pitch. Just missed. That looked like a cutter, I believe, on that one to run it to 3-2. Yeah, Walden's got good stuff. Really good stuff. Cutter,
Yeah, I'm a big
slider.
fan of him.
Got really solid stuff.
Big fan of his for sure.
Yeah. Probably be the best pitcher in the Orioles bullpen if he was. As the 3-2 pitch to DJ Stewart. And he hits it to the right side. There is Bogarts, and there are 1 out.
The Red Sox, do they still have Ryan Brazier? Is that a thing?
The relief pitcher, Ryan Bray. I don't know. Let's look that
I'm
up.
looking it up.
I don't
I'm on the
believe they
case.
do, but they could.
I am.
Wasn't very effective for them last year. Okay. Yeah, he still pitches for them.
He's still there, along with Matt Barnes.
Yep.
So they have some talent in the bullpen.
yesterday.
They just don't pitch them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they figured that their starter could, Weber could give them more innings than he did today, but they definitely do have a talented bullpen. It's not awful. Austin Hayes takes ball 1 low. Looked like another slider. Love to see Austin Hayes get into one. Still waiting for that power. Hit one really hard last time, but not quite enough on it.
Get your first.
Jackie Bradley's
man,
going to run just about anything down.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, he is. It's really good pitch. Just missed inside, though.
Austin runs the count to 2-0. It's a good hitter's count.
I love this. Austin, I mean, so far, this has been 3 games, obviously, but looks a lot more patient than former Austin Hayes used to be. So that's good to see. Austin's never been the most patient hitter, but he's working on that. Ryan Mountcastle's another guy that needs to work on that. But let's see if Hayes can get a hit here. And that one's way down and away. It's going to be a 3-0 count. If I'm Austin Hayes, I'm swinging here. I'm swinging for the fences. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
I'm sure the Orioles would like to see him get a walk.
Yeah, I'm sure Elias, especially in Sigmundell, would enjoy that from their leadoff hitter, and that's exactly what happens. So, got a walk here for Austin Hayes. Good sign.
Yeah, probably not. Shouldn't have been a walk. I think that second pitch was probably a strike, but Hayes going to get on, and let's see if the steal sign's on for him. I'd be interested to see whether they have Austin Hayes running. I believe this is, his first time with nobody else on, or yesterday was his first time with nobody else on base. So Hayes might have a chance to run here. There is 1 out. I'm sure if they get into a 3-2 count here with Iglesias or Santander, then they will be running him.
I can see Santander
By the way,
here from the left side of the plate.
I just want to note that Minnesota is beating the White Sox 9-0 right now in the 3rd inning.
They have an insane,
not great,
insane offense.
One of my starting pitchers started that game for the White Sox. That one's drilled by Santander, center field, and it's made by Jackie Bradley Jr.
Is that did you have Ronaldo Lopez?
I had Ronaldo Lopez. He got crushed.
Should have traded him, buddy.
It's hard thing to expect, but maybe I shouldn't have started him. I'm probably in last in fantasy now. It's okay.
I want to see how my Cincinnati Reds are doing. Doing okay.
Your Cincinnati Reds, yeah, they're tied with the Detroit Tigers.
Trevor Bauer got me 13 strikeouts today. I'll take that.
Wow.
He's not going to get me the win, but I'll take the strikeouts.
Yeah, I'm actually in second place in fantasy right now, so better than I expected.
That's
Not too bad.
Really good.
I'll take it. Yeah. And we got Jose Iglesias, the world's greatest hitter, up at the plate. And let's see what he can do. Already a 3-for-3 day.
And Austin's going for second, and he's out.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't see that yet, but
Sorry
Hayes
to
is
spoil
running
it
like
for
we
you.
thought he might be. Very close play. He wasn't out by a mile, but
You like to see
throw
the
by
aggressiveness.
Vasquez. He's mad.
You like to see the aggressiveness out of Hayes.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, he got that OPS up with that walk, so I'm not mad.
Yep.
Honestly, that's about what you can ask for from Hayes because you want to get a guy in scoring position for a guy's 3-for-3 already today. I don't mind that play at all. Didn't work out this time. Could work out next time. No, really no big deal, honestly. It's fine.
Yeah, I think you want to see the Orioles. You're not going to steal every base, but you want to see them being aggressive on the base paths.
Yeah,
Keeping the,
I mean, that's
pitcher honest.
Never was Buck Showalter's thing to have his guys run, so I like to see it a little more this year.
I remember that would kill Manny Machado's fantasy value because he had the potential to steal, 20 to 30 bases, but he never would.
In the beginning, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Looks like the Yankees and Nationals are all tied up at 2.
Yep. And Miami is crushing Philadelphia. They are really playing well. So 10-5 against them.
What's going on
Seattle's
with their
beating
offense, man?
Houston.
Where is this coming from?
I don't know. I mean, everything's working out for them. They don't even have a team to put on the field. 4 of their guys have COVID, and they're still crushing the Phillies. Phillies are not a team I believe in at all this year. So,
well, you're going to see Justin in the comments very shortly.
Good. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll have something to say about that. And if so, I will share.
Let's see it. All right. Justin. I'm saying Austin because I'm looking at Austin Hayes.
He might have been safe. No, I don't know if they reviewed it or not, but it's close.
Nah, he's definitely out. Just by probably 2 or 3 inches there. He's out. But, I like the aggressiveness too, as we're going to see a 6th inning here from LeBlanc. And this is the inning yesterday where Alex Cobb got pulled. So he's going to face the lefty and then might come out after that. This is Jackie Bradley Jr. at the plate now. And he throws a really nice pitch. Curveball up and in, strike 1, painting the corners. He's still doing it. This is unbelievable outing here from Wade LeBlanc.
He goes up in the count 0-2.
Yeah, another nice pitch. This pitching staff is miles better than what the Orioles put out last year. Just miles better.
Yeah, I was saying that, man. Was that Friday or last week?
Yeah, once John Means comes back, the top 3 with Cobb and LeBlanc and Means, not too bad.
Yeah, that's solid. Red Sox getting more people ready in the bullpen here. Valdez.
Yep. Throws very hard.
And we got a chopper here off the glove of LeBlanc.
And yeah, that play's not going to be made. Jackie Bradley Jr. reaches. Yep. Sucks to see that. It's a nice pitch and just doesn't really have any luck on that.
Yeah. Nothing you can do about that soft contact.
No. If you're Wade LeBlanc, you got to let Iglesias take that play. But that's, you're not thinking of that in the moment. Just trying to make the play yourself. But that was definitely Iglesias' ball to play.
We got one on here.
And Cisco's out to talk to LeBlanc.
Appreciate the steady group of people that have been listening so far, tuning in so far to this nearly 2-hour broadcast. We will take you through the end of this game.
Yep. If it goes in extra innings, then we'll sit through that too.
I'm gonna need a coffee, but we'll be there for you.
Yep. All right, we got Miguel Castro now warming up in the Orioles bullpen. So yeah, that's probably a good move. Up 4, he pitched so well yesterday that I like that move by Hyde. And first ball swinging, popped up, sun's in his eyes, but Chris Davis makes the play, and now there's 1 out. No, I should mention it's Jose Peraza.
We got 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Only 3 hits for the Red Sox, too. And it's just been a great outing for Wade LeBlanc.
And your boy JD Martinez
Can't ask for more.
up here.
Yeah. Yep. Still unbelievable to me that the Houston Astros cut him years ago, but there's a strike on the outside corner for LeBlanc. And I thought the leash for LeBlanc may be a little bit shorter than Cobb, but looking like you're keeping him in here through the 6th.
Looks like JD gets into one, and
Bradley off first.
Santander making the grab. Nice catch.
Nice play. Diving catch by Santander. Wow, that's the best defensive play of the Orioles year so far. 2 great defensive plays for Santander in right field today. Robbing the home run and diving and robbing a base hit. I mean, he's just on fire today. Home run, too. So, yeah.
Definitely
doing his own impression of Jackie Bradley Jr. out there.
Coming out party.
Yeah. If it wasn't last year in Houston when he turned that incredible double play. I mean.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. Runner off first. And coming to the plate is Rafael Devers, who's still hitless in the season. I read a thing yesterday that said him and Benintendi before this game were 0 for 18 combined. And I haven't seen this yet, but he hits one down the line. This one's going to score a run into the corner. Stewart's going to get it. And Bradley stops at third. Okay. Oh, and the run's coming home, and it's cut off by Rio. So the run will stay at third. A double for Rafael Devers. And I jinxed this. I definitely jinxed this.
We'll have to see if Hyde keeps LeBlanc in the game here, or if he goes to Castro with another.
I probably would. It's
potential 2-out situation for Castro to get the last out. Still some guys.
Yeah, not sure what Jose Iglesias is doing there on that play. Yep, not sure what Jose Iglesias was doing on that. Really, I don't know, but not catching that ball, I guess. And then Rio was there to back him up. Thank God.
LeBlanc
and we're gonna have second and third, and that is it for Wade LeBlanc.
Yep. He's
all right. So Miguel Castro
enter the game.
2 high leverage situations. I mean, this must be a sign of trust from Brandon Hyde, quite clearly.
Yeah, I think you got to have a stopper in the Orioles pen, especially with Hunter Harvey out at the moment. You want to have that guy you can rely on in these close situations, these high leverage situations.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Cole Salter too, hopefully, at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure he will get into this game at some point, being still in the bottom of the 6th inning. We still have 3 innings left to play.
Castro's more of a 1-inning guy. Let's not say that. But LeBlanc,
no problem.
Overall, great Orioles debut. This is exactly what they asked from him. 2 runs, 4 hits. Hopefully those 2 runs don't score, and we'll make this a 4 earned run outing for Wade LeBlanc, but he pitched 5 2/3. Just a really nice outing. Definitely better than Tommy Milone, and not quite as efficient and good as Cobb, but this is exactly what the Orioles wanted to see out of LeBlanc, exactly why they gave him a minor league deal.
And there's the line for Wade LeBlanc. Threw 76 pitches, 49 of which were strikes, and 4 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings. Castro enters the game, and I'll tell you, he's a tall fella.
Tall drink of water. 65 games, 4.66 ERA last year, 2 saves even, and 71 strikeout. Has really good stuff. Can run it up there at 98. Good slider. This is a definitely guy that we're looking for an improvement this year, and he looked great yesterday. So let's see if he can take this situation and make it as effective as yesterday. That was unbelievable, that slider, to get him out yesterday. So let's see what Castro can provide out of the pen. Yeah, it's a matchup move for sure. And he fouls one off. Another 98 in the black. Great pitch. And batting 125 in the year so far, so hasn't done too much in this Orioles series.
And he gets through the hole there. And both runs will score, in fact.
And it's a 6-4 game. Yeah, that's
unlucky, really. I mean, that wasn't really hit hard.
That's deflating. That's 4 runs on LeBlanc's resume now, so that's very disappointing.
Yeah, definitely.
Feel bad for LeBlanc.
Runs, but
that's not good pitching, honestly. Looks
like he missed his spot a little bit.
Yeah, up and in. That's the same pitch he threw him last time. So that's not a good pitch, but it's gonna happen, I guess. Orioles still have a 2-run lead here, 6-4. DJ Stewart didn't even try to go home. Kind of confused on why that didn't happen, but and a ball 1 out of the hand of Castro. And if I'm Wade LeBlanc, I'm not too happy with Miguel Castro right now, but and a throw over to Davis, and the runner goes back. It's still 1-0, 2 outs here.
So I'm muting myself to talk to my dog. Apologize for that.
Yeah, all right. And we got Kevin Pillar at the plate. Having a good year so far. And pitches outside again, and looks like Castro is losing his command a bit here.
We got Tanner
Hopefully
Scott
can bring it back in. Tanner Scott. Yeah, I thought he might be a higher leverage guy this year. Maybe even see Givens again come out. Some of these higher leverage pitchers the Orioles like. Cole Saucer too. We'll see how high it handles his bullpen, but there's a 96-mile-an-hour strike down the middle of the plate for Kevin Pillar, and it's a 2-1 count. And Castro looking to throw another strike here, 2-1, and it is hit down to Rio. He throws over to Hanser at second, and there are 3 outs. I guess good job getting out of that one, but 2-run score off the bat.
Yeah, I think I'm more curious to see. You're curious to see the who follows up Castro here from the Orioles bullpen now that it's a closer lead. They might want to turn to guys like Michael Givens, guys like Richard Blyer and Tanner Scott, some of the more veteran players. Not necessarily Tanner Scott, but
yeah. Well, I mean, he's a veteran. He just doesn't have really the experience of getting some late inning matchups. But maybe we'll see that more this year.
So going into
we need to score some more runs this inning if we want to keep it.
Yeah, going into the top of the 7th, we have Jose Iglesias leading off, and he is 3 for 3 today. So hope to improve on that. I'm sure that's making Justin happy.
Yeah, fantasy points. Got an RBI too. So scored a run as well. Batting. What if he just keeps batting 545? I mean, Jose Iglesias, first guy ever to bat 500, 60-game season. You never know.
Move over Ted Williams.
You never know. If he stops hitting right now, he's still going to bat 500 for the year. So take him out of the lineup, never come back in. It's 500.
There's a plate appearance requirement, but in a shortened season, it should be like 50. So.
Yeah, there you go. And we will see leading off here in this inning, Jose Iglesias, then Rio Ruiz, and then Alberto. So 3 guys hitting the ball very well. Remind us, Zach, are you a Cole Saucer fan? No, I am not. I just talk about him a lot.
I hear
Definitely a Cole Saucer fan.
Yeah, definitely anticipating his Oriole debut. Should be in this game, if not tomorrow.
He's 30 years old, so there's not like there's a lot of room for the future for him. I just think that this year he can provide us a lot of stability in the pen. He's got really good stuff. Good metrics too. Good spin rate, low exit velocities off him. Just a really nice pitcher. What's going on there, Matt?
Trevor Story just had a 2-run bomb for me helps my fantasy team immensely. I need offense, so I will take that one.
It's now 2-2 game, by the way, with Texas and Colorado.
Yeah.
Yankees have pulled out over the Nationals here in the 8th innings. That's disappointing. Still 1-1. I think, a lot in the Tigers-Reds game, a lot of people are watching the Tigers. This Jose Iglesias is down 0-2. But a lot of people are watching the Tigers because they're a team that could battle us for that number 1 pick in June of next year. So hopefully they don't win too many games, but
I know I am
can't
intently
rely on that. We just got to keep losing.
Count me as one of those people.
And a ball in the dirt there from Walden. I don't blame you. And 1-2 now from Walden to Jose Iglesias. Can they get this guy out? And here comes the pitch from Walden. And it's inside, almost hits Jose. And it's a 2-2 count. 16 pitches now for Walden. Probably reaching the end of the rope after this inning.
The Orioles Twitter account's having some fun today.
Oh, are they?
Yep. Replying to
if you
our
want to
good
put it
friend,
up on the screen.
Yeah, sure.
2-2 almost hits him.
Replying to our good buddy Jimmy from the Bleacher Birds podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull it up for you here.
Okay. Jose Iglesias 3-2 count now. See if he can put something in play. Be 4 for 4. I'll take a walk too. He's gonna have a sky
Look at
high
that.
OPS.
4 for 4.
Unbelievable hitting from Iglesias. And Iglesias drills one in the left field. That's going to be in the gap for a double. And Iglesias is 4 for 4. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And we signed him for $3 million. Every team should be on notice. He's going to be trade bait. Great player. July 26th is now Anthony Santander Day.
So let's look at the latest Wikipedia entry here. Well, it'll mention here that Anthony Santander, congrats to him. He is the new owner of the Boston Red Sox. So definitely big congratulations to him.
I love it.
And the Orioles said that it's true. They confirmed it. You can't make this stuff up. Everything on the internet is true. So
I've never heard anything more true, honestly. Everything on the internet is true. 100%. Like, I've never doubted that.
Especially Wikipedia. So
yeah, I mean, like, if you hear me say that Austin Hayes is going to win Rookie of the Year, Austin Hayes is going to win Rookie of the Year. Everything on the internet is true. Grounded back to Walden, and the runner can't advance. Come on, Rio. That's going to be a better at-bat than that. 1 out now with a runner on second. I wish that had been advanced. We really need this run here. That's a bad at-bat by Rio.
Well, we got 1 down here with a runner on second. Still promising inning for the Orioles offense. Go ahead.
I want to make note that they were actually questioning on the Masson broadcast why Rio is batting fourth. So
interesting.
It's not only us.
I mean, he did hit a dinger, so
yeah. I mean, that's one reason, I guess. But Cancer Alberto now with 1 out and pitch just outside at 92, and it's 1-0. It's just a bit outside. And the 1-0 pitch from Walden. Got to score this run for sure. And he's going to step off. And Walden deals, and it's in the dirt again. And it's going to be a 2-0 count. 2 hits are Alberto, 1 out. Jose Iglesias off second. Could we see Iglesias trying to steal third here, Matt? Any chance?
We could. I don't see it being smart baseball per se, especially, it's easier to throw somebody out at third than it is at second.
No.
So I think you want to just take your chances with Hanser, especially how much he puts the ball in play.
But it makes it a lot. Yeah, I mean, you got to find a way to score them, though. This is a big run for us. I mean, if we're up 3, I feel a lot better than up 2. Up 2 is so the Red Sox bats, just 2-run home run can come at any time. So they definitely need to get a hit here. 3-0 count out of Alberto. And obviously Chris Davis on deck. Yeah, that's not optimal. But here comes the 3-0 from Walden. He's only thrown 8 strikes, and the pitch is in there for a strike at 90 on the inside.
Yep, so
I feel like he took a little off that one.
Bartow. He probably did. He's used to pitching multiple innings,
moved a
but he
little
may
bit, I can say
have taken
that.
something off there.
Yeah, at some point when you get into a 3-0 count, you just got to throw a strike. I mean, you can't walk the guy, even though there's an open base. It's just – and Alberto swings right through that one, 93 in the inside corner. That was ball 4. And he's going to run it to a 3-2 count here with 1 out and Iglesias off second base. And, of course, the crusher on deck. I'm going to say it until it's not funny anymore. Mike Bordick is.
It's been sad for a while. It's okay.
Yeah, we got the hitman at the plate. And he walks him. So ball in the dirt. That's a okay at bat. Good patience. I wanted to hit, but that works. Let's see what Chris Davis can do. Keeping the mind open, making sure I don't get too much down on Chris Davis here in the broadcast.
I guarantee you this won't be a double play. I guarantee it. No chance. Especially if they employ that shift.
I'm going to go against you on that. I think you will.
All right.
Maybe now.
No shift.
Like now is the time to steal.
Yeah, for sure. Because he could probably poke a ball out there
double play opportunity,
to
though.
The outfield, get a sac fly.
Honestly, he could bunt here, and I'd be happy.
He could. It looks like they're not employing the full shift going on there.
We really no, but we really should put Pat Valleca in here. Why not? Like, why bat Davis in this spot? I mean, I just don't see much of a reason to do that. When you have Pat Valleca on the bench, hitting the ball really, really well. Anyone else, honestly. Yeah. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Davis watches strike 1 for the 4th time today.
Calm down.
I mean, it just doesn't change. It's the same. It's the same thing every year. Spring training, I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was.
So we got a ground ball here. Not a double play.
Oh, my God. It's almost, though. And Bogart
was covering second.
Made an interesting play, tagging Alberto. Nobody's covering second. Yep, that's the problem with the shift sometimes.
Yeah.
And the runner will move up to third, so runners on the corners with 2 outs. Davis just can't hit anymore. That's just a weak hit ground ball. He's just rolling over everything. Yeah, not great. Not great.
But he bulked up.
We're gonna
at some point in time.
He can lift weights better. I don't know if it's gonna make him hit better. I mean, there's one positive to it, I guess, for him.
Yeah.
And 2 outs now.
And the guy you probably wanted to plate right now, Renato Nunez, got some power. So.
Yeah, he's been clutch so far for us this year. So this is a guy I would like at the plate. And 2 outs, runners on the corners, top of the 7th. The Orioles need this insurance run at third. We can't waste a leadoff double by Iglesias. And Walden's first pitch. And it's swung on and missed. Throw back to first, and he's barely back in there. Davis caught sleeping almost. That would have been real icing on the cake for his ground ball there. So, yeah, just a great day from Davis. Wow, he just beat. Oof, that was probably a tie, but tie goes to the runner, so we're good.
Like no replay from the Red Sox bench.
infuriates me that Davis almost just got picked off. Infuriates me. Anyway, 0-1 count, 2 outs. Renato at the plate. He's trying to hit the ball really hard based on that last swing he took.
He's chasing the soft speed stuff.
Uh-oh. Down 0-2. And it looks like the Orioles are going to waste that leadoff double, but one more chance.
Not over yet, buddy. Not over yet. Keep the faith.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, two guys warming in the Orioles bullpen. Tanner Scott and Evan Phillips are warming.
Evan Phillips too. Okay. I guess Salser just has the day off. I don't know. Tanner Scott probably going to take over next, I would assume.
Looking that way.
And an 0-2 count, and the pitch is outside, ball 1. Probably wasting one here before he comes back at Renato up and in, I would assume.
Renato hopefully working the count a little bit here. Wait for his pitch.
Yeah, that would be the best case scenario for Nunez.
He pops one up here, but it's out of play.
Barely.
Just barely.
Just barely. And trying to make that play with Chavis, or Steve Pierce, we should call him.
The real question here is better rec specs. Marcus Walden or Tyler Clippard?
Oh, Clippard. Clippard's it's classic. It's definitely Clippard.
It's a good call.
Been around forever.
So is he still pitching? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think he's probably somewhere like in a minor league system somewhere. Probably signed a minor league deal. I don't know. It could be, honestly. I don't know. How about Kevin Gregg? I mean, how about Kevin Gregg?
Kevin Gregg, man, that's a strong candidate right there.
Yeah, he's an Oriole, so he has to be at the top of the list immediately. I mean, has to be.
The orange tinted rec specs there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Renato got into one, but just pulled it a little bit foul.
Yeah, he crushed that one. I think last year I was at an Orioles game, and I was sitting down the left field line, and he hit one into the second deck, just foul. I mean, he hit an absolute moonshot into the second deck. It was probably the farthest hit ball I've ever seen in Camden Yards. He just destroyed it, but didn't quite pull it fair. But that would have been a second deck home run if that was fair. It was just an unbelievable shot. Like, I've never seen something hit that hard. That was probably 500 feet.
All right.
He hit it to the corner with the retired numbers. And Nunez strikes out. Okay, well, we wasted a leadoff double. That's not optimal, but we still have a 6-4 lead, and we're out hitting them as well, 8-5. Probably going to see Tanner Scott take over. We'll see. But that's not great. That's what you want to see with a runner on second and nobody out. But I wanted to see kind of just yet, but
looking forward to Scanner Tot. Big fan of his.
Scanner Tot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Scanner Tot fan too. He's a great player. Yeah, and friend of the podcast, Evan Phillips. Looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah. Check in some. How are we doing on some other scores throughout the league there, Zach?
All right, I'll update you guys. Chicago is now taking a commanding lead over Milwaukee, 5-0. We're looking at a 3-2 lead by Colorado over Texas, 3-2. 5-4 lead by Houston. They've come back from a 4-1 deficit against Seattle. Pittsburgh's leading St. Louis 4-1. Minnesota's still crushing the White Sox 10-0. Toronto was leading Tampa Bay 4-2. Detroit and Cincinnati tied in the 8th at 1. Casey and Cleveland Casey's getting beaten by 7 runs, 9-2. Philadelphia's trying to make a comeback against the Miami Marlins, but it's still 10-6. And New York still has a 3-2 lead in the top of the 9th over the Washington Nationals. So not too many things you could predict here. I mean, I didn't expect Minnesota to blow out Chicago today, so.
Everybody bunched up, 3 games in. Most teams are 1-1. A few teams are 2-0 or 0-2, but not many.
Currently, the Pirates, the Mariners, and the Diamondbacks are 0-2. So, only 3.
Not bad. Especially
who thought the Orioles were going to win yesterday? I mean, probably no one.
Yeah, I mean, especially with how this playoff is going to be structured this year. There's going to be 16 teams, so every second place team makes it. That should be fun.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of the podcast, Chris Resitar, and he really wants the Orioles to somehow slide into second place and get that playoff berth. But
yeah,
it sets back the rebuild. But it would sure be fun to see. I mean, we haven't seen a playoff game since I won't even talk about it in 2016.
2016.
That game never happened.
Yeah, I'm very much
that game never happened.
I'm very much anti anything other than Kumar Rocker, so definitely want to see him. And
I don't blame you. He's. I'm going to say this right now. He's probably the greatest college pitcher I've ever seen. And this is in not too many years of watching college baseball. Not too many, but I've seen a lot of pitchers coming out of college, and he's quite a bit above everyone else. I think that I saw this the other day on a Sky report about him that he is as good as Casey Mize is now already.
Yeah, I could see that.
So he's ready. He's going to be like a 1 year in the majors guy or in the minors guy. He's up. He's will be so quick to the majors. As Miguel Castro starts him off with a 97 up and in for a strike. And we're now in the bottom of the 7th, so this game's moving along decently quickly. And there's a ball down and away from Castro. Castro doesn't have his command today, quite clearly, but that's all right. Should be able to get the bottom of the lineup out.
Castro is one of those guys who's got really good stuff. It's just a matter of controlling it and throwing the correct pitches in the correct counts.
And I'm going to predict that we're going to see Tanner Scott take over for him once Verdugo comes up after Chavez here. So Vasquez here. So I'm thinking that will be a pitching change as Matt Barnes is still getting warmed up now. I believe that's Matt Barnes. Could be wrong.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I don't know the numbers of the Boston bullpen quite yet.
Yeah, I know Brazier. I know
some different faces there. So
Matt Barnes, and I know Brandon Workman.
Yep, Workman, the closer. Yep. I gotta get my knowledge up on these bullpen pitchers so that for the Red Sox. At a 2-2 count now to Vasquez from Miguel Castro, and the pitch foul or hit deep to right field. That's gonna be fair. Santander battling the sun, and he makes the catch. So 1 gone. Thought he might not catch that for a minute.
All right, so 1 down for Castro. Let's see if Hyde does anything in the way of a pitching change. And he will go out and get his right-hander.
Scott. Yep, Scott should be coming in. Not a good job by Castro, but he got 1 out for us there, but not good at all to give up those 2 runs last inning. Just a bad pitch placement. When he had thrown 98 inside once, he threw it again, and he was expecting it. So maybe a bad call by Cisco behind the plate. I don't know what the deal is there, but that kind of hurt the momentum a little bit, I could say.
So we're seeing some, some Orioles that we haven't seen the first 2 games. Tanner Scott and Francisco and maybe some other bullpen arms. So it's exciting to see the full roster in its entirety. Still not your boy Cole Sulser, but
not yet. Closer today, maybe. You never know.
Yeah, he could be.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be closer by committee now that Harvey's out. So there could be really a multitude of guys that could be in that position. I mean, I think Givens is probably the obvious one, but Salser and maybe Tanner Scott could get a few looks there if he pitches the ball right now.
Yeah,
My confidence in Tanner Scott over the past 2 years has been extremely low, but I got to say, he impressed me the other day. So let's see what he does here.
Yeah. Definitely always been a guy with big potential. I know he was rumored to be in the mentioned Ubaldo Jimenez trade to the Padres.
Yep.
And that never transpired, but
Yep.
coming in here last season, sported a 4.78 ERA, 37
Not too bad,
strikeouts
really.
though in 26 innings. So that's good. It's a good mark.
Yeah, I mean, that number's not bad. 4.78 for an Orioles bullpen guy. A lot of those were inflated to the 5.4, 5.5. So honestly, 4.78 is not too bad. This is about what Givens had last year. So I'm rooting for this guy. Throws really hard. He's dialed it back in past years, but lefties only hit 188 off him. I mean, that's the key number to look at. And Scott's first pitch is in there for a strike, 96. He's got the whole neck beard going. As Scott deals, and it is really nice slider. That one broke big time. And all Verdugo could do is foul it off. So now down to 0-2. The biggest thing for Scott is getting ahead of guys, and he's doing it right here. That's the biggest thing. That's what he's got to do if he wants to stay in the majors. And apparently the rumor is he's worked very hard to improve his stuff. So this is looking good so far. The 0-2 pitch, it's fouled off. That was kind of right down the middle there, but hard for Verdugo to catch up on that one.
Curious to see if Hyde will keep in Scott for Chavis or if he's just doing it lefty. Well, I guess you can now with the three batter minimum.
3 batter minimum, yeah.
So that changes things.
So yesterday, Castro, this is something I didn't know, but Castro was brought in, and then the inning changed, and they could take him out after that. So I guess the 3 batter rule is only in the inning. That one's grounded to second base, throw from Alberto to Davis in time, and there are 2 outs. Nice, really nice at bat right there from Tanner Scott. And Matt, I'm not sure if you remember, but at one point Tanner Scott was the number 4 prospect in the system. Like you said, almost included in a big trade. So there's definitely some value there if he can just unlock that value.
Yeah, and this looks like
Righty's hit 358 off from last year. Nice. I haven't gotten there yet, but and it's grounded to short, and Jose Iglesias throws in time for the out, and the inning is over. Good stuff. Tanner Scott, 4 pitches. 5 pitches.
Take that. I'll take it.
Yeah. Let's see if they'll bring him back out for the 8th, because why not? He's looking good. And Matt, I'm going to be back in just a sec.
Sure. It looks like in some other games here, we got the Yankees with a 3-2 lead over the Nets. Looks like they have brought in Zach Britton to close things out. And obviously, with Chapman testing positive for COVID, he's on the COVID injured list. Some other scores, we got the Marlins up on the Phillies, 11-6. Indians up on the Kansas City, 9-2. Tigers have taken the lead now with the C.J. Cron home run, 3-1. Blue Jays are up on the Tampa Bay Rays, 4-2. Twins absolutely eviscerating the White Sox, 10-0. The Astros have the 5-4 lead over the Mariners. Pirates 4-1 lead over the Cardinals. Cubs 5-1 lead over the Brew Crew, and the Colorado Rockies with a 3-2 lead over Texas. So, looking like even more parity will be after this game. Most teams will be 1-2 to 2-1, and not many 0-3 teams. So it's good to see. Good to see in the opening weekend.
Oh, Detroit won, or about to win.
Yeah, they just got a CJ Cron home run.
Oh, wow, okay. We like it. We like it. Helping us out. And Matt Barnes is now entered into the game at a 3.78 ERA last year, 110 strikeouts in 70 games.
It's insane.
It's 64 innings. That's unbelievable. This guy's one of the top relievers in the game. He's great.
I think he was. I do think he was the guy who threw at Manny Machado's head the other year, but
he did, and I will never forgive him that. Joe Kelly also did that. Now a Dodgers reliever, but Joe Kelly also threw at Machado. The Red Sox just hate Machado. We don't like the Red Sox. Good reason.
I will be back
Cisco,
in just a Jeff
Stewart,
here.
Hayes. Okay. So Cisco, Stewart, and Hayes. As Matt Barnes takes the ball. And Cisco 0 for 1, 2 walks. Up to this point, he has scored a run. And the Barnes first pitch to Cisco is in there for a strike. A little breaking ball to the outside corner. So, yeah, from Cisco, just looking to see a little more consistency with the bat. Obviously, put more balls in play, at the ball a little harder. He's changed his stance again. More closed off this year. So, 0-1 pitch from Barnes is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now to Chance Cisco. All right, so Cisco in a 0-2 count. Matt Barnes looking in. Nobody out here, top of the 8th. Orioles could definitely use an insurance run, so it'd be nice to see Cisco reach here some way. And the 0-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt, a little breaking ball. And now warming in the Orioles bullpen is Cole Saucer. So my wishes have been granted. Saucer is on his way. So Barnes loading up for a 1-2 here against Cisco. And the pitch is taken. Oh, looked like strike 3. And they're going to say he laid off it, and it's going to be ball 2. That one definitely looked like strike 3. And Matt, I don't know if you missed it, but Cole Saucer is now warming in the Orioles bullpen. So
nice.
my wishes have been granted.
Should come in there in the bottom of this frame.
Yeah, I mean, hard to believe right there that wasn't strike 3 on Cisco, but okay. Going to work a 3-2 count now. This could be a 3 on-base day for Cisco if he can work a walk or grab a base hit here.
I'm all for it.
And DJ is still on deck with Austin Hayes in the hole. Bring the crouch back, DJ.
Do not ban the crouch.
And Orioles definitely played around with him a lot, and I don't know if that's been beneficial to DJ, but 3-2 still. Chance Cisco fouled one off there a second ago. And the 3-2 pitch from Matt Barnes to Chance Cisco. It's up and away. He's going to walk number 3 of the game. So that's great to see from Cisco. Patience. He had a close to 800 OPS last year for Cisco. So this is the kind of stuff he does. He doesn't hit the ball very well, but he walks. So that's good news.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take any day where you're on base 3 times. I mean, can't complain. And if I'm DJ Stewart, I am bumping him up to second base here.
Well, we know he's good for it, so gotta wait and see.
He really should bunt. This is a perfect opportunity to bunt. I doubt he will, but I'm
not
saying
squaring.
No. And up and in, ball 1.
Stewart working a 2-0 count so far.
Yeah. And just a little bit low in that second pitch there from Barnes, but pretty close.
Solid.
So do you think
Go ahead.
Do you think we see Saucer this inning, or do you think we see Tanner Scott try to work this inning?
Yeah, no, I think he comes in. I don't think he would be warming if as long as This lead, I think they'll put Dussaulter for the 8th and then Givens for the 9th, probably.
Yeah, that could work. That could work. I'm a little nervous about both. I mean, I don't know. Not a lot of experience closing games for either. So Givens, even though only had blew 8 saves last year, only had 19 opportunities, but last year is really his first year as full-time closer.
Stewart has yet to swing at a pitch here.
It's now 3-1.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the way here. He doesn't have the control, and Stewart's not hitting the ball. So a walk is better than nothing. I can tell you that. Rio looks depressed. he's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, man, this umpire is killing the Red Sox. But he works the walk, so I'll take it.
Yeah, that's the first on base for DJ Stewart. And here is the legend, Austin Hayes.
Oh,
future Hall of Famer. Future Hall of Famer coming to the plate. Batting just 200 in the year, but we're going to ignore that. Too early on.
Very early. Oh, Ben McDonald wants Austin Hayes to bunt. So there you go.
What is a good line for us here, in your opinion?
For who?
That's what would you say your expected batting line is for Austin Hayes this year?
Oh, batting line. Maybe like a 280.
That's high.
Is it? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking more along the lines like 250 for his rookie year. It's
280, 330. OBP, something like that.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah, slugging maybe like 410-ish, somewhere around there.
That's fair.
As Cedric is in the pinch run now for DJ Stewart, so he'll take over in left field, and that's a good tactical move by
much better
Brenton Hyde, because you want your best defensive outfield. Yeah. I would even argue we could take Santander out and put Velasquez in the right field to make sure we no doubles or great plays are made by the Red Sox when they come off the bat next inning, but we need to preserve the 6-4 lead.
Right.
And obviously the Orioles are they're tanking, if you want to call it that, but in all honesty, they want to win every single game they can. So Austin Hayes is going to pop it up back behind the plate, and it's foul. Not sure what he's swinging out there, a little bit high, but he's a free swinger. Very Adam Jones-ish kind of plate presence for Austin Hayes. Just loves the swing. A Hayes RBI single here would be just what the doctor ordered, so hopefully put one through. Not a good swing. 0-2, Austin Hayes.
He loves his swing. We know that about Hayes.
Yeah, Matt Barnes is real good, so it's a tough pitcher for a young guy to face like this, but Hayes is looking for the long ball or something to put into the outfield here.
It's a good take.
And 0-2 count now. And Barnes deals, and Hayes takes it just low. Another very, very good curveball from Barnes. It looks so hittable. I mean, and Hayes probably thought about that one. Orioles are 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, so that's not good. Red Sox only had one opportunity, and they were 1 for 1, which was off Miguel Castro a few innings ago.
Cedric Mullins rocking the oven mitt.
Yeah, a lot of guys doing that now. I remember Hayes, I think 2 years ago, slid into a base and broke a finger.
Yep.
So he does that now, and Richie Martin did that this year and broke a finger. So it's becoming pretty common. These guys play so hard, they break fingers doing that. So it's unfortunate. You got to wear the oven mitt for sure, and you got to make sure you're diving back with the hand that has it on. 1-2 count to Austin Hayes. Matt probably knows what happened. And Hayes struck out inside corner, 96. Not a good at bat. very good pitch placement there. That's hard to hit, but Austin Hayes goes down swinging, and that's that. And now there's one out with a runner on second and a runner on first.
We got Anthony Santander.
That's a wasted opportunity there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still wouldn't have had him bunt there, but you want to at least put the ball in play where you can advance the runner somehow, some way.
As Santander fouls one back left side and 0-1. So a little bit of a rough start for Austin Hayes. I mean, he's only 2 for 9 now, but hopefully he gets that working soon.
Yeah, small sample size. He's first 2 games he was making a lot of really good hard contact, and a couple of those balls that he hit were diving plays, so nothing to worry about yet.
Yeah. No, definitely not, but there's something to keep an eye on, I guess. 0-1 here to Santander, and almost hits him up and in 94. Matt Barnes throws hard, and he's not afraid to come up and in at all.
Yeah. Definitely not adhering to the no spitting policy.
No.
I'm sure that's force of habit.
Yeah, it's impossible to police it too. I mean, they can't stop it, so unfortunately it's going to happen. But if 1-1 counts as Santander here, and the pitch from Barnes swings right through it. They're having trouble finding any kind of bat on Barnes right now. They're really struggling. So 1-2 count, 1 out. Runners on first and second, and the greatest hitter of all time on deck.
Chris Davis. Nice.
4 for 4 today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jose.
And let's hope Santander can do something here because they're definitely in need of a hit. And 1-2. And almost went, but he takes it outside, 94 on the edge. And it's going to be ball 2.
Yeah. Nice little situational baseball here. You obviously want to make contact, put the ball in play, but you want to obviously get it out of the infield, deter that double play possibility.
For sure. Definitely.
And whoa.
2-2 pitch.
Brought his 9-iron out.
Yeah, smacks one high in the air. Center field, that's Bradley Jr., and no advance. So another wasted opportunity.
It's like a Vladimir Guerrero type swing.
Yeah, basically hit it off the ground. And that will keep everyone right where they are. And is now 2 outs. Still a runner in scoring position. And it's up to the guy who is 4 for 4 in this game already. So best guy to have up at the plate right now, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be 5 for 5. Don't you fret. I'm feeling it.
I hope. Yeah, big day.
Seeing the ball really well today is Jose Iglesias.
Yeah, I mean he's been seeing the ball well the whole year so far. I mean, just unbelievable.
Really good off-speed pitch by Barnes.
Yeah, he's been locating well. Just good pitch selection. So far, Matt Barnes has been pretty good. I mean, no complaints for the Red Sox from him, I'm sure. Long inning here, and a lot of wasted opportunity.
Oh!
And Iglesias hits one up the middle off Barnes. Barnes is thrown to first, and Iglesias is retired.
That could have been bad for Barnes.
4 for 5. But another, could have been bad, but another very well hit ball by Iglesias, making a lot of hard contact.
Yep.
He knows how to hit. That's the reason the Orioles signed him that in his defense. So not for the power, but he's really doing exactly what they want him to so far, and the inning is over. I'm guessing Trevor Story just hit a home run or something. I don't know.
You got it. That's exactly what happened.
Again? Second of the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw Colorado score their 4th run, so I was like, probably Story.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And Chicago's making a comeback. 2 runs now.
Nice.
Only an 8-run deficit. They're coming back.
I could see it happening.
Toronto's still beating Tampa Bay. Let's be honest, Tampa Bay has not looked good against Toronto, which is insane because Tampa Bay is supposed to be the World Series champion this year. Everyone's crowning them already. So I don't know what's going on there.
I will be right back.
Cincinnati is giving. Okay.
I have to get my charger for my laptop. I'll be back.
No problem. So Cincinnati is running Detroit into an interesting situation here because now it's 3-2. Cincinnati is runners on the corners with just one out, and they're home, so they can easily walk it off here in the bottom of the ninth. So that's something to keep an eye on. We want Detroit to win because we want that first overall pick. So that's not great. And Joey Votto is at the plate right now, so we'll see what happens there. There's an on-field delay currently, but that's something to watch as Cincinnati's down 2 runs with 2 runners on. They can easily tie it with a Joey Votto ball in play here. And still nothing there in Cincinnati. So the Orioles are now going to pitch here in the bottom of the 8th, and up to bat will be the Red Sox. Jackie Bradley Jr. and Tanner Scott is still in this game. So good move by Brandon Hyde to keep him in my opinion. And the first pitch is in the dirt from Tanner Scott, and it's 2-0 now. They didn't show the first pitch, so it's 2-0. Nothing happened in Cincinnati yet. We're going to wait on that.
Okay.
Still runners on the corners in Cincinnati with 1 out for Joey Votto, so we'll see how that transpires. But Tanner Scott's 2-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Tanner Scott historically has done better in 1-inning stints than 2-inning stints, so maybe that affects how he does here today, but he does have 2 outs already. Looking good.
And that's where the shift will get you.
Yes, it will. It's a ground ball, and it's right through. So that's not very hard hit ball, but somehow finds a way to tweak it through. Bradley's found every way to kill the Orioles here in this 3-game series. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive the way he swung the bat. I'm not a big Jackie Bradley fan, but he's done everything he can.
And it looks like we might be having a pitching change here.
The debut of Cole Sulser. Not a bad outing from Scott. Looked good. I mean, can't complain.
Yeah, I'll take that
And
any
here's
day of the
Sulser.
week. No runs.
Cole Sulser kind of looks like Mike Wright.
Uh-oh, don't say that.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't say that.
It's okay. I'll take the strikeouts that Mike Wright would get. I'll take those from Sulser.
Well, let's be honest. If he looks like Mike Wright in his first outing as an Oriole, then we're in good shape because Mike Wright used to be lights out.
Yeah, a regular Chris Waters back in the day, make the one start, shock the world and then never do anything again.
Jake Fox.
Yeah.
Orioles legends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of guys that have had, like Tyler, I'm trying to think of his name, but Tyler, another former Oriole that had a great first start and never really made it. But a pitcher.
Tyler Wilson?
By the name of Tyler that I can't remember. Tyler Wilson, yeah. Had a great first start, never really did much after that. Pitches in the KBO now.
Yeah, he's on the same team as Hyun-Soo Kim.
Yep. LG Twins. We had Sungmin Kim from the LG Twins on a few weeks ago, if you want to check that out.
Yeah, that was fun to do. That was right when the KBO was starting up, actually.
Yeah, that was when baseball for the Orioles looked like a long way off, and now it's in full swing. But people were very excited about the KBO back then. Still are in Korea. I'm not sure all these LG Twins stands are still going, but I haven't really seen much of that lately. As Cole Salzer takes over, 7 games Tampa Bay last year, no runs. Lefties hit 125 off Salzer. This is why I like this guy.
This umpire has a
first
tight
pitch,
strike zone.
Nice. Okay, well that's not nice then. That should have been a strike. Should have been a strike. It's okay, Cole. Get a double play ball here. It's the tying run at the plate. Not a home run hitter, but there's one on deck. And throw over, not really too close. Davis throws it back. That pitch definitely was in the strike zone, that first pitch. Watching it on pitch tracking here on MLB.com, that was definitely a strike. 1-0, nice pitch. There's that slider. I want to note that last year, Salzer pitched in AAA for Tampa Bay and put up a 3.76 ERA, which if you followed AAA last year was not very common.
He's got a ground ball here.
Guys were hitting massive home runs.
Very nice play.
Every guy had like 25 home runs last year in AAA. And a ground ball. There's Rio. There's 1. Hanser turns 2. There's Cole Salzer. He's the best pitcher on the team. I'm telling you. He's good, man. He's very good. That slider looks really good. Nice play by Rio. Definitely a solid defensive third baseman there. Picks that one. Yep. Nice stretch by Davis as well. Alberto had to kind of catch it on the run. All around, great double play. Peraza's not slow either. That's impressive. And now the Orioles crusher JD Martinez steps to the plate. And the first pitch to him is hit high and foul back behind the plate.
It's good to have JD up at the plate with nobody on base. That's definitely helps things.
Yeah. I mean, if he hits a solo shot, no big deal, right? I mean, It's a 1-run game, but that's always good to have JD up. But 0-1, great pitch location. Cole Salzer is just dotting the corners right now. Austin Bryce and Brandon Workman are up in the Boston bullpen.
Austin Bryce, I believe, was a former Oriole at one point.
Don't remember that, but I'm going to take your word for it.
I think it was.
I don't know. We made a lot of waiver claims over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And Brandon Workman, the closer, so I'm not really sure why they'd bring him in here while they're losing by 2, but maybe just getting him ready in case they can put something together here. I don't believe Austin Bryce was an Oriole, but I'm going to check right now. He was not, but he did play for the Marlins and the Reds.
Oh, come on. Not great.
Oh, what happened? Oh, that's supposed to be the best defensive shortstop in the league. Well, JD Martinez hits one to Jose Iglesias, and he fumbles with it and can't make the play. So that's a real killer for the pitcher. Very uncharacteristic for Jose Iglesias. I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe rush it a little bit with a slow run going down the line. Not sure what happened.
So it looks like Austin Bryce was
claimed
happen,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Austin Bryce was claimed on waivers January 4th, 2019 by the Orioles. And that is how I remember his name.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. So he was claimed on waivers, but he never actually made an appearance for us. Okay. Good call.
Right.
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
And first pitch strike to Rafael Devers. Swings right through it. And 0-1. Devers looking to get on track.
Got a great comment here by Greg Whitmer here.
What's that?
Serious question, kind of, but not really. Who's going to close this game out for the Orioles? Why is it going to be Chris Davis? Buddy, if this game goes 15 innings,
Stevie. He's coming.
It will be Chris Davis.
it would be Stevie because he's coming back from the injured list today just to pitch. He's gonna be fine.
I could see that. It's very possible.
What hand did he injure? I think his glove hands. He can still pitch. Someone's gonna have to the catcher's gonna have to run out and hand him the ball every time so he doesn't break his finger even more off his hand. But he can still throw.
Yeah, Saucer barely missing here, right around the edges.
I like that. I'll take that any day over throwing over the middle of the plate. But you got Devers at the plate right now. This error by Iglesias could come back to hurt us big time if Devers can get into one here. And then another dangerous guy, Xander Bogaerts, on deck. So 3-1 pitch, got to put one in the zone here, and he swings right through it. Great changeup by Saucer. That's about the best pitch he's thrown today. That's a split finger, actually. Same movement as a changeup, but good stuff.
Ooh.
His slider is his best pitch, though, for Saucer. And foul ball by Devers. Big pitch coming up. 3-2 here. Just a big pitch. It's going to be not good if he puts one in the gap here. But let's see what happens. 3-2 from Saucer. And he got him out, apparently. It's going to be drilled to first base. Chris Davis flips it on the Saucer, and the inning is over. So a great Oriole debut for Cole Saucer. Would have been even better without the error by Jose Iglesias, but that's how it goes, and that was awesome. Great inning.
Really good showing for Saucer.
All right, on the night.
So you got to wonder, are they going to stick with Saucer, or are they going to get Gibbons?
Honestly keep it.
That's the question.
I'm sticking with Saucer. After what I saw, no hard contact, I'm sticking with Saucer. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough call, really. So, Matt, are you going to be trolling Red Sox fans on Twitter when we get this win here?
That is definitely not my area of expertise. But my guest.
It's not. You definitely don't do that much.
So,
I actually have a few bookmark tweets of them laughing at us, so I'm ready.
You definitely go for it, buddy. And Jared Carabas, if you feel so open to doing that, that's up to you.
Yeah, tweet me, Jared. I'm ready to hear it. Or just tweet
Coward.
Eric. He represents the Orioles fan base.
You won't tweet us, coward, Carabas. Chris Davis is going to come on to save this game here for us. Wouldn't be the first time.
Nobody better. I mean, he pitched. I believe he pitched last year, Davis, and did not do nearly as well as his 2015 win, or 2013, or whenever that was. That's a long time ago now, over the Red Sox and Fenway, an extra inning game. I believe that was 2013 or 12 at this point. I'm not sure. Want to help me out with that one, Matt? I don't remember.
That would have been 2012.
I remember Mark Reynolds in that game actually did something. So, yeah, I do remember that.
It was 2012, and he struck out Adrian Gonzalez.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. When he was back and he was a Red Sox. Now he plays for no one. But
there's a new person in first place in fantasy baseball.
Who was that?
Yours truly.
Oh. Okay. Where am I?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
You are in, what's your name? SBDS?
Yeah, I'm in second.
You're tied for second.
You're beating everyone by a lot. 112, and I'm at 103.
Hee.
Yeah, since I couldn't get Austin Hayes because of Justin, I had to change my name to Springer Dinger. So it's a new name coming at you. Austin Bryce in the game now. Worked a 3.43 ERA in 36 games for Miami last year, and first year as a Boston Red Sox. And he throws a pitch to Rio. It was fouled off. So here comes pitch number 2 of an 0-1 count.
I finally got a win in fantasy baseball. My first win.
Your first win. I'm doing well in that department.
Maybe it's my second win. I don't know.
I'm struggling in runs. I'm last right now in runs. So
But he scores some runs. That's all you got to do.
I don't know how. I need to get on my players to score some runs.
First off, you need to acquire Austin Hayes.
I mean, he's batting 186 right now, so his value is low. Justin, I'm open to offers anytime. As Rio drills one to center field, Jackie's right there, and he's out. Thought that might get over his head, but never will get over his head. Because Jackie Bradley Jr. is the greatest outfielder in the league right now. Besides Kevin Kiermaier.
He's no slouch. I'll give him that.
No. He robbed Trey Mancini of a home run last year. One of the best plays of the year. Jumped over the Camden Yards center field wall.
Yep.
And here's Hanser Alberto with one out in the top of the ninth. Still 6-4 lead for the Orioles. Something happened.
Something good, yeah.
And Hanser drills it to the right side and a base hit. So Hanser is going to pick up his first hit of the game.
I don't know why they shift against him because he hits it where he wants to.
He's too good. He's just the best hitter of all time. I mean, him and Iglesias, two base hit guys, they're the hitman.
I say move over DiMaggio. I say move over Pete Rose. I say move over Ted Williams, Chipper Jones.
I mean, DiMaggio didn't hit 56 in a row. That was definitely not him. That was Hanser.
Do you think DiMaggio hit lefties as well? I don't think so.
No way. I mean, we've got Mickey Mantle at the top of the lineup, leading off. Austin Hayes, of course. And then here at the plate right now, we've got Mark McGwire. So here's the crusher.
I think he more of a comp to John Lester as a hitter. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
guy.
Can he also? John Lester can't throw to first base though.
That's true.
Davis has been
Davis has that going for him.
Yep. By the way, Davis just swung through the first pitch. I asked him to swing at first pitch strikes, and he did, and he swung right through it. So, 0-1 to Davis, 1 out,
progress.
runner on first.
Progress.
It's progress. And he takes a ball inside. Looked like that might have caught the edge of the plate, but it's a ball nonetheless. 3 hitters without hits in the Orioles lineup today. That is Davis. 4 hitters, actually. Davis, Hayes, Cisco, and Stewart. And Renato Nunez currently on deck. Love a home run from him. And the 1-1 pitch. And inside.
I feel like Jordan Katz, if
2-1 now.
If you're still tuned in, please let us know because all of your tweets match what we just said. Like, it's got to be not a coincidence.
You know what I'm wondering, though, Matt? Like, I'm wondering if that – I'm saying right now, I'm making the Mike Bordick jokes with the Crusher and the Hitman. I'm wondering if he just says it as jokes now just to amuse people. Like, is that actually – like, I don't know if that's a joke anymore. I'm not sure what it is.
I don't know. I think Mike Bordick's
3-1 count now to Chris Davis. If he didn't hit into a double play, I'll be shocked. And the 3-1 pitch, and Davis swings right through it. And now 3-2 count. I'm going to go check out Jordan Katz's feed right here.
Okay.
Ted Williams isn't the best hitter to play in Fenway Park anymore. Yep.
Chris Davis.
Couldn't be more right.
Hits it high. Hits it deep. Oh. That'll score a run, though.
And, yeah, it's going to score a run. Off the wall. Davis just crushed that ball. Here comes Hanser. He's in. Davis has got a 1-out double. Look at him. Look at him. He, every time we start to count him out, he proves us wrong. Don't count out Chris Davis. 3-run lead, big hit. That's exactly what the doctor ordered there. Davis hit a bomb. That's a bomb in Opusy. 100%.
He's thanking God.
He said, I couldn't have done this on my own.
He's either thanking God or the press box. I don't know which.
Man, the press box. Chris Davis. Good swing.
Or the wind.
Mistake.
Could be the wind.
Thank you, the wind, for blowing my ball out to the monster. Just missed a home run, probably about 10 or 12 feet there. And here's Renato Nunez. And first pitch by Bryce is in there for a strike. Looking pretty good. Orioles in line to win this series. Shouldn't talk too soon, though. Every time I say that, they lose. As the 0-1 to Renato Nunez is in there for another strike. That's a really nice pitch. Are we not going to mention how long it took Davis to get to second base on that hit, by the way?
Definitely faster than it would have taken David Ortiz. So,
are we sure? I don't know.
Yes, very sure.
We need Prince Fielder to come run the bases for us.
What's that supposed to mean?
Where's he these days? Oh, do you remember when he hit that triple in the All-Star game a few years ago?
Mm-hmm.
He has wheels. Probably a top 5 slowest player of all time, maybe.
Benji Molina is definitely number 1.
Oh yeah, he's up there.
I just know that from his negative run score on MLB The Show. So,
yeah, not good. As Renato fouls off a nice pitch to hit right there, and it's going to take it to 1-2. Renato not too fast himself. We should do it.
Don't need to be fast when you hit dingers. You know?
It's true. I mean, that's the David Ortiz, Prince Fielder mindset. Chris Davis, of course, huge dinger hitter.
Of course.
1-2 pitch here from Bryce, and another foul ball. Really working the inside corner on the Orioles right now. A lot of guys have seen that pitch. Hayes swung through it. A lot of guys have swung through that pitch today. Another game for the Orioles, by the way, today, where we've seen no walks so far, which is just not Oriole baseball. So I'm very happy about that.
Oh, he got that one good. And
yeah, Nunez drills that one to left field. Very deep. Back goes Verdugo at the wall, and it's
gone. Oh, what are you doing, Davis?
Oh, my God. Davis tries to go to third, and he thinks he's scoring, and that's the second base running error by Chris Davis in 2 days. Remind me what he's on the team again for? I mean, hitting dingers, I guess. I mean, that's probably about the worst base running mistake we've made all year. I mean, even if that goes off the wall, he's scoring. I don't know what that is. I mean, that's just terrible base running.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. So now we get to see whether Givens comes in or Cole Saucer sticks in this game. We'll see. But that's another base running there for Chris Davis. That's just unbelievable. But, you know.
Reminds me of that classic GIF. Oh, no, baby, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Post it right now.
Okay.
It fits perfectly. That's just terrible. I can't do anything but laugh at that. Was that a dinger in Camden Yards, you think?
It might be. It. No, actually, no, definitely not. Wait, are you talking about the Renato ball or the Davis ball?
No, Davis.
Oh, that yeah,
I
Davis.
think it might have been.
Mm-hmm.
Renato
definitely not, because that's
definitely short.
The dimensions are too small.
It's like 250 out there in the Green Monster. I think it's like 250. Yeah,
right.
Something like that. Could be a little bit more. Shortest part's like 225 or something like that. So, yeah, we're getting a replay on Davis here. He just starts running before the ball's even. Oh my! He didn't even try to get. He's running around third like he's scoring. I don't know what he's doing. if I'm
if it hits the wall, can he not score from second? Is that what he's afraid of? I really don't.
I don't know.
Understand this.
I mean, probably he can. I mean, that ball's going to take a while
Brandon
to go
Hyde's
out. He should be. It's just terrible. It's careless. Put him out of the lineup tomorrow for that. Honestly, like that's just terrible.
But Cole Saucer is going to close this out.
All right, they're putting faith in my guy. I don't blame him. He's great. He's going to face Bogarts, Pilar, and Vasquez. And first pitch in there for a strike. Beautiful slider. Could this be the closer we've been looking for? Cole Saucer? I don't know.
Nice play made by Jose.
Let's see if we can get through this. All right, and there's one out. Nice play. That's a really nice play. Great stretch by Davis. Good pick. One gone. Cole Saucer. Iglesias had to make up for his bad play last inning, so he was like, Saucer appreciates that one, sure. All right, one gone. Bottom 9 here. Orioles in line for their second win of the season.
Benny biceps.
Oh, God. What do you do? I haven't gotten there yet.
Nothing yet. He's just up. He's pinch hitting.
Okay. I was going to say, I was like, what happened? And the first pitch to Benny Biceps from Cole Saucer. Swung and missed. Another good pitch location from Saucer. Whatever happened, Matt, to Eric Hanhold? Thought he might make the bullpen. But looks like he didn't. Maybe in
I forgot he existed until you mentioned that, so I don't know.
Yeah, he was claimed on waivers, I think the same day Saucer was, which was October 1st, when teams were setting their playoff rosters. And they were both DFA'd. Hanhold, I believe, was from the Padres, maybe? I could be wrong, though. As Benintendi fouls one off. But Tampa Bay got robbed of Cole Saucer because this guy is amazing.
Yeah. And
the 1-2. And it's in the dirt, but a nice block by – oh, there's no one on base, so it doesn't matter. But Cisco didn't let it get too far. Got to get him here. Definitely can't afford putting someone on. If he hits, you got to just throw it down the middle. If he hits a home run, it hits a home run. You got to throw a strike.
He threw a strike.
3. And the pitch is hit high and foul. Good location. But a solo shot's not going to kill you. But if he hits a single, that hurts more. Honestly, it really does. $14 strikes out of 22 pitches for Saucer so far. Pretty decent efficiency. And the pitch to Benintendi. And he strikes him out. Cole Saucer has 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th here. Too good, man. He's too good. Beautiful split finger down and away. That one rode just away from Benintendi's bat. Wow. Good stuff. And now it's up to Christian Vasquez to see if he can keep this game alive for the Red Sox. We're down to the last out. And the first pitch is just missed there for a ball.
All right.
And the 1-0 is hit into right field. That's a base hit. Cedric Mullins over to get it. And Vasquez stops at first. So we have a 2-out base runner. Never good news, but still not the tying run coming to the plate. It's just would make it 7-6 if a home run were to be hit. That's actually a really good slider. That's a really good slider with great placement. And just putting it down the first base line. And that's where the shift will get you. Second time the Orioles have been bitten by the shift in tonight's game. But now it is 2 outs with a runner on first, 7-4. Ball game still. And the batter will be Verdugo. And the first pitch is swung on and missed by Verdugo. Great pitch location, up and away. Good stuff again from Saucer.
Big fan of Verdugo's ice he's got on his neck. Number 99.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Probably cost him like $2,000. 0-1 pitch, and it's fouled off. So now he is in a 0-2 count, and everyone, all the fake fans are standing up in the bleachers as we're down to the final strike of the Red Sox ball game here. And let's see if Cole Saucer can finish him. I'm guessing we did because Matt is excited. The pitch, and Saucer strikes out Verdugo, and the Orioles are winners. So we're in the win column, second day in a row. The Orioles will take the series. Saucer gets his first MLB save. Great game, great hitting. 10 out-hit them. We outplayed them. The Orioles take the series. Never thought that would happen after a 13-2 win by the Red Sox on Friday night. So great game once again. Pitching was great. Hitting was great. This was fun, Matt. We got to do it again soon for sure.
Appreciate everybody
doing this.
Tuning in for the entirety of the stream. Should be doing some more of these, and as I mentioned earlier, we might have some guests do some games as well. Still got to work out those logistics, but appreciate everybody joining us.